everybody, and welcome to the S&M show on the Smodco Internet Radio Network. We're broadcasting live from the home of
the new and improved
home of the comic book man.
Brightly lit.
Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash. My name is Ming Chen, sitting across from me.
What weird analogy are you going to rip out this week?
I have no analogy.
Okay.
You're just you today.
Sitting across from him, no analogies needed, is me, Samantha Quintus.
Sam
Q.
At the Zen Librarian. Freshly back. Her sun-kissed skin is freshly back from the beach. Why you didn't come here still in your bikini, I don't know.
I went home. It was a little murky at the beach this morning, so I went home pretty early. Then I went to Surf Taco.
Still, did you
Then I watched the Germany game. There was a lot going on today.
So you woke up, you went to the beach, took off your stuff, sunned yourself in a bikini.
I did.
I
read a little bit. I always read on the beach.
Portuguese sun goddess.
Yeah, the water was actually super warm today. I was shocked. I didn't expect it to be. Usually,
you went in the water?
Yeah.
You hate the water.
Well, I go into my waist. Sometimes if the waves aren't happening, I'll go into my shoulders and float around.
Yeah.
But if there are waves, you can't get me to even look at the water. I'm scared of it.
You hate the water. I've been trying to get you to take surf lessons for a couple years.
Because I'm afraid of drowning and dying.
There's no drowning and dying. First of all, you're strapped to an enormous flotation device.
What if I get eaten by a shark? Actually, mathematically speaking, I saw on Facebook the other day, you stand a better chance of getting bit by Suarez than you do of getting bit by a shark. Mathematically speaking, so
you spend a better chance getting bitten by Brian Johnson than you do by a shark.
I'm just saying. Mathematically speaking, he's done it 3 times. You stand a better chance of getting bit by a shark.
Yeah, Brian Johnson.
Or by Luis Suarez.
Yes, Brian Johnson hungry, man. He's hungry.
It's true.
He's hungry. But you rushed back from the beach. You changed.
I changed.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I did stuff. I went back from the beach, I got in bed, hung out a little bit.
Oh, must be nice.
Yeah, it must be nice.
Nice to
have a day off from work.
It'd be nice to have this blessed life of yours.
And, then like I said, I went to Surf Taco, got some lunch, went home, read a little bit more. Walked around, did some shopping. I bought some tea. I bought a shirt for my mother.
Like I said, must be nice.
I know. It was so fucking tough being me today.
Must be nice. Well,
and then I watched the Germany game, which we are fresh out of. Congratulations to Germany. The team I am rooting for. The team I am rooting for.
F Germany. Ivory Coast all the way.
No.
No?
No.
Did they make it to the round of 16?
No.
Oh, dang it. Again? I have to wait 4 more years to... Will there ever be a Chinese national team?
I'm sure there is. They're just not good. And Japan isn't good either. So
no.
But tomorrow.
Can't they get some roids up in there?
Tomorrow the USA plays. So they play Belgium. So they hopefully should win that. But Germany goes on to play France.
Yeah.
So
all right.
I'm rooting for Germany. My favorite player scoring the game-winning goal today.
Germany. Get out of here.
Ozil, my God.
Get out of here, you freaking kraut. Get out of here.
Whatever.
It smells like sour cabbage over here.
Whatever.
So we are broadcasting live. You can communicate with us. You can ask us questions. You can complain. You can compliment.
Yes.
We'd rather compliment than complain. I am at MingChen37 on Twitter. And you are at?
The Zen Librarian.
And
that's not spelled Liberrian.
Yeah, no,
that's not how it's spelled. You won't reach me if you're tweeting at that.
If you want to see what it's spelled like, check my Twitter at MingChen37.
Because we pretty much tweet all the damn time.
Well, and we also have our specially made Coke bottles.
Oh yes, we do. We have our specially made Coke bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I don't know if you know the origin of this.
I don't actually. All I know is that they're everywhere now.
Yeah, well, Coke started doing the Coke bottles with the custom names on them. Not custom, but I think they took the most popular 250 names.
Okay.
Printed on bottles. So a brilliant marketing campaign.
So we won't be seeing a share a Coke with Ming.
No, but you will be seeing a share a Coke with Ming Chen 37.
That is one of the 200 most popular names.
It is now.
This is my son, Ming Chen 37.
It is now. I think this started in Australia and it spread to England and now it's in the U.S. Where if you have a popular name, you will find a label with your name on it.
Yes.
I don't think there's a share Coke with Ming, but there actually are some weird names on there. So I found a share Coke with Sam today.
Yes.
For you.
Oh, thank you.
It just kind of came up. So brilliant marketing campaign. And I had one made up said share Coke with fuck TESD.
Yep, I saw that one the other day.
I'm having fun with this.
You are.
I'm having fun with
you are
this.
having a lot of fun with this.
I am.
You get your ass kicked a lot of fun with this, but
on Twitter.
yeah, well, on Twitter.
Kick my ass on Twitter.
On Twitter.
I get my ass verbally kicked.
Yeah, usually, I was going to ask you about that. Usually I ignore all the people who, I've been called like a home wrecker. Numerous times
That's
actually.
why you're here. I thought you could take.
Exactly. I've ruined apparently so many marriages. And, I've been told that I need to get hit by a bus and die. That was one of my favorite ones.
That?
I don't know, some asshole a few months ago told me I needed to get hit by a bus and die.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, like, obviously I could take it. Like, people are like morons. I mean, that's why they're on Twitter in the first place. But I mean, like, the amount of hate coming at you, how do you deal with it? Do you just ignore it?
I do.
Okay. Do you ever want to respond? Because sometimes, like this morning, I get feisty and I'm like, fuck this. I'm responding to this right now.
You're sitting on your little beach towel.
I know.
At the
I was
beach,
sitting on my beach.
watching the waves.
I was reading my book.
Not a care in the world. And you were sitting there on your iPhone, engaged in a
Trash
Twitter
talking.
battle
Yeah.
with some moron.
I know. You know what it was? I just got really feisty this morning.
What? Tell me,
I woke up.
Okay,
let's.
Okay. Yeah, start at the beginning. What happened?
I was gonna say, I don't even know what it started. Oh, it started with that damn picture of us. You took a picture of me when we went to Pod this week for Pizza Beer Revolution.
I did.
And there was one of you and me in front of a pool at the undisclosed podding location.
Right.
And there was one of just me.
Yes.
And it was the one of just me. It wasn't even the one of me and you. It was the one of just me. And it
I like that picture.
Yeah, I
You're
like
holding
that
a
picture
Guinness,
too.
You're smiling.
Exactly.
You're happy.
I was trying to figure out my manager's last name.
Yeah, you shouldn't
That's what I
admit that out loud. You've been working there how long?
No, it's exactly what I thought it was, but for some reason
You've been working there how long?
You
don't know your, okay, you don't know your
No,
manager's last name.
I
Okay.
completely knew it, and I thought it was something different.
Okay. You were Googling it. You're trying to Google your manager's last name. You've been there for a freaking month.
For some reason, it just sounded wrong whenever I thought of it together. But no, it was 100%.
Ooh. Whoa. So, what are you doing over there?
I don't know, drinking too fast. It was 100% right what I thought it was. So,
it's all right. Walt didn't talk to Kevin for the first 9 months they worked together. Like, not a word. So that's okay. I get it.
Does Walt really like talking to anybody?
Oh, and Comic Men, we're going into season 4. There are crew members who worked all 4 years at Walt and Brian. They still don't know their names.
Nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
So you posted it a few days ago. So some people are still discovering it, and it got the obligatory like, it must be, must be nice not having Debbie Chen around and blah, blah, blah. And, for once I was feeling feisty and I'm like, let me ask you a question. Do you bring your wife to work?
Right.
I don't think so. So why would Ming be potting with Debbie Chen here? Unless she was our guest for the evening.
Yes.
And,
which will happen.
Yeah, we'll bring Debbie on.
It'll happen.
So, so then it just went completely crazy. Like,
you kept going. You got, oh man, I don't know. You got a little bit of Brian Johnson in you.
Yeah. I felt like getting like really fucking mean to this person because they were really just pissing me off. And I was sitting there on the beach and, every little comic, they're like, oh, are you like a sophomore in high school? Cause that was the dumbest response ever. And I'm like, really? Did you just say that? That's when I was like, somebody clearly has a fucking word limit that they need to hit today. And,
oh, is this your whole exchange? Are you?
Oh no, I'm actually reading what people are saying right now. And, so it was going back and forth.
Okay.
And then they just got like super serious about it.
Right.
They were like, well, unless you're getting paid for this, this is not a job.
Right.
So Ming shouldn't be doing this with you. And you two are snuggling by the pool. And I'm like, snuggling. We were like 2 feet away from each other.
8 feet away.
Yeah. We were like leaning in with a picture holding beers in 2 separate chairs. I was nowhere near Ming Chen's lap.
My pants were on.
Yeah, like we were both fully clothed.
Your pants were on.
Oh my God.
My shirt was on.
So like
your shirt was on.
I started laughing. I was like, you were getting like really serious about this. And then
Crazy, right?
and then it came back a few minutes later and he was like, oh well, I'm sorry for my brashness. I was just, thinking of how my wife would feel. And I'm like, okay, now I have nothing to say to you because you just apologized on Twitter. You never apologize on Twitter. That just shows weakness.
Never apologize on Twitter.
It's like,
I like how you're there. Fun in the sun, beach blanket bingo, and you're sitting there on your iPhone going, what?
I was like, are you fucking kidding?
Look at what this motherfucker said. I'm going to go back at him right now.
It's just, and somebody else was like, I guess you speak for Ming Chen. And I was like, well, I clearly don't speak your fucking language. Right. So, yeah, no.
Just for the record, I do authorize to speak on my behalf in any situation.
So, yeah, I just got like super into being feisty today about it.
It's not worth it.
I mean, some days,
it's not worth it. I'm not even going to say who this motherfucker is because
it was just
don't even give his Twitter name.
I'm not going to. No, I'm reading the
But to answer your question, do I ever feel a second where I want to reply? Yes. And then it goes away in that second.
Yeah. I mean, you especially, like, you are, like, actually, like, a celebrity, a blue checkmark celebrity now. And, so you actually can't really get into it with people. But I mean, like, I fucking can.
Yeah. You're here in front of me.
I was just, like, sitting there, and usually I ignore them. I mean, I've ignored all the people who've called me a homewrecker. I've ignored all of that. And I went to bat today because somebody said, oh, it must be nice taking a girl to a restaurant. Like, we were sitting in front of a pool, you fucking moron.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So what if I did take you to a restaurant? I'm a classy guy.
True. Are there any restaurants around here with pools though?
No.
Oh yeah, I didn't think so.
No, absolutely not.
No. Isn't there one in Asbury?
No. Are you talking about Club Paradise, the gay bar?
Yeah. No.
The gay bar. I don't believe they serve food there, but there is a pool there. It's a very nice pool for when I'm told. I have not been there yet.
Michael Gaines just at Star Mike just said, or you could just tell them that you love them. They hate that. I've actually done that too every now and then. It was actually the guy who told me I needed to get hit by a car and die. Yeah. I favorited his tweet.
Yes.
And then he tweeted again. He's like, oh, make no mistakes. That wasn't a joke. I favorited that one too. Yeah. And I don't think he's ever bothered me again. Kindness. Yeah. So I've definitely done that too.
You two can hurl insults and apologize at the Zen Librarian. As Sam Cures.
I'm actually a little concerned about Tyson Ernst.
I know, dude.
His sex. I'm actually not sure if that's true or not, but
I think it might be.
I love you.
Yeah, I love you too, dude. So
if that's true, then
finished his blind rehab today.
Fuck her.
Found out his wife fucked an old boyfriend last Friday night. Yeah, that's not cool.
No, that's not cool.
It's not cool. Well, we're here for you, brother. I mean, I don't know what I can do, but we are drinking in your honor.
Drinking to you,
Tyson
man.
Ernst, fan of the week at Tyson Ernst, TYSONER.
Yeah, everybody send him some like hearts and stars and
like dude doesn't have it bad enough. He's listening to us on a Monday night.
I know, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Terrible way to start a Monday night.
That's really bad. That's really bad. I have a question.
And James Fuffer is listening. Hi, James.
Fuffer.
Hello,
James. Our friend here, Luis Smelgar at Another Scone says, how come you never show your teeth when you smile? You ever know? Does that bug you at all?
You? Yeah. I also like the way you always do like a half face picture.
Half face? What do you mean?
Your pictures are always like a half your face.
Oh, and on Instagram?
Yeah.
Also at MingChen37. I do that because it's a square frame. So I
know. It's funny. It's like always like your face and then like whatever's going on.
If you're Instagramming a photo, you're doing a selfie, you don't need to see the whole face. You want to see what's in the background too. Like I'm at a baseball game, you want to see the baseball field behind
It's always so perfect. Beer. It's always so perfect. Like it really is half your face. And like when I try and do that, it comes out like crooked. I'm like moving the camera.
Why don't I show my teeth? My teeth are. I did visit orthodontist in my youth. Who said I had to wear a retainer indefinitely, and I was like, F that, so I didn't wear it indefinitely, and now my teeth are crooked again.
Oh, I never had braces.
You don't need braces. Your teeth are like freaking perfect.
I have perfect teeth.
Oh, must be nice.
I had perfectly straight teeth, and I have perfect vision.
Oh, must be nice.
I know. I'm kind of like perfect.
I know. Perfect hair, like perfect ass. Like, I mean, like, what is your flaw, Samantha?
Oh God, I'm a deeply.
Wait, did I just say that out loud?
I am a deeply flawed individual.
Oh, on the inside.
Oh yeah.
Okay, the outside of you.
I'm completely scrambled eggs on the inside.
Yeah, that's why I have you here, though. That's why I keep telling everybody.
True.
You're a nut. Nut makes good podcast.
I'm like an almond joy.
Yes. So, did you enjoy your back and forth with internet troll?
I did. I like loved it. I was like, I
Don't make
can't
this-
get
don't make
into
this a
that too much.
habit.
Now, like, everyone who listens from Tell 'em Steve Dave that, like, hates on us is going to start, like, hate tweeting me. Like, I'm not responding to all of you.
No.
You have to say something that's, like, a real fucking zinger to get me going, or I have to just be in a zinger mood.
Right.
I mean, like, I had, like, a great night last night. I had a really good morning. I was sitting on the beach. I was, like, in a happy mood, and I'm like, what could I do to make myself a little happier?
Yeah.
I could pester some people on Twitter.
Right. And you did good. You did
So-
good. Brian Johnson might be proud. Maybe. I don't know. But Brian Johnson has taken he's taken a monk-like kind of vow of celibacy, but not celibacy like from like doing it.
I was going to say, well, can't he not do it anyway because his penis is broken?
No, he got the testopels. I think
Well,
he's good now.
we still haven't heard if he's like been doing it?
I think he's good now.
Oh, well, good for him.
I think we took a picture together in Boston. You could see like wood through his pants.
So when Brian Johnson takes pictures with you, he gets hard.
Well, I mean, there's the famous. I did show you the famous Stan Lee photo, right?
No.
Where he's got wood.
Oh, I didn't know
Popped
he
a-
had wood in that.
popped a
When I
boner.
look at a picture of Brian Johnson, I don't look at his crotch.
Oh, it's unmistakable.
Then I clearly haven't
Just do
seen it.
if you're out there, you have a browser or a phone in front of you. Just do a Google Images search on Stan Lee, Brian Johnson, and you'll. There's a group shot of
is
us.
it like
and you
is it
can-
big or is it little?
No, it's not big. It's almost as big as mine, which that will give you a scale.
I don't actually know what Ming's penis looks like. I just want that stated.
No, nor will you ever. I ain't showing you my penis. No.
So we have a good show tonight. We're going to stop talking about Brian's dick.
Okay.
We're going to definitely stop talking about
my
yours.
point is, I have I engaged in Twitter back and forth. Yes.
Yes.
And I found out through. If you look at my profile, it says online since 2008. So 6 years I've been on Twitter. One thing I've learned is the greatest insult you could give to a Twitter troll is to not even reply.
Oh, yeah,
It
no.
kills them.
Oh, no, I know, completely.
Absolutely kills them.
Well, like I said, after a while, I just stopped tweeting at this person because I was like driving home at that point. I was like,
Right.
I'm not going to, do this anymore.
were that
And that was
bored.
when I got the apology. And I'm like, did you think I was like at home crying because you hurt my feelings?
Right.
Like, A, I would need to have feelings for that. B, I would need to have tear ducts for that. C, that's actually not going to happen.
Yeah, our friend Noor here, Neil Oilrag says, Ming, you forgot perfect hair. You have perfect hair.
Oh,
You're
I think it's a little dry, actually.
today maybe, but
I was going to say, it's got like that sandy beach water thing
today
going.
maybe, but not like the 87 times you've done this. Perfect hair.
Usually I put on makeup. I was feeling a little like light and free today.
Oh, okay, like like natural hippie chick.
Yeah.
All right, right on.
Yeah, there you go.
Right on. If you look around here, or if you're watching us on YouTube, youtube.com/.
You can see that there's incredible lighting on
been
us.
a couple changes in here. It's nice, isn't it?
It is. It's like bright. It doesn't. I mean, usually when I walk into the stash, it's like kind of dark.
It's a comic book store.
Yeah,
It's
well,
Mystique.
it's kind of dark and kind of like there's definitely like a solemnness, and then you have
Solemnness.
like Walt walking around looking like an angry man.
Pissed off.
Yeah, so it just kind of
Does he have bitch? Would you
resting
describe
bitch face?
Would you describe it as bitch face?
Resting bitch face? No, I would just it's like Walt face. I mean, that's
face.
even worse than resting bitch face. He's
Okay.
just like "Wah."
Yeah.
And usually he's like walking around or sitting in the back and kind of like "Wah." So it kind of looks like a dungeon, but it doesn't. It's
It
like
looks like a dungeon.
it's like
Compared
bright.
to this, maybe it does.
It's like bright. I mean, I walked in today. There was no like Walt like rah in around.
Yeah. So, long story short, we start shooting in a week.
Yes.
Samantha. 1 week, 7
1
days.
week, 7 days.
7 days. So the lighting crew has been here. Store is all lit up.
Yes,
Ran some camera tests today.
nice.
Everything looks good. We're ready to rock. You may, if you're a 3-season watcher of Comic Book Men, you may see a few changes, or a few very noticeable changes in the in the backdrop and stuff.
Yes.
Nothing drastic.
Well, I mean, we already
But
talked
cool.
about the window.
Yeah, we have the window from the old stash
Yeah.
is in the background now. I haven't put the last week's video up. I just been too freaking busy, but you will see it on on camera Sam, which is your camera. You will see the window in the background. Pretty cool.
Oh man,
Yes.
that is like right there.
Yeah, you see it?
Yeah.
Did you do a search on Brian Johnson Stanley?
No, James sent it to us.
Oh, okay. You can follow James for what's his Twitter name? We'll give him a little plug here. What's his Twitter name?
James
James Pfeiffer. James Fife Dog Pfeiffer posted the photo, and yeah, are you zoomed in on the cock?
Yeah,
The cock?
I'm like, in.
Yeah.
Here, I'm actually going to.
Are you, as a woman, Samantha, as a female who, has seen a penis and likes penis because you like dudes?
I do.
Are you, what do you think? Are you impressed? Are you not impressed? Are you indifferent? It's a little, it's a little,
it's a little tiny.
it's a little small, right?
It's a little small.
It's a little small.
It's a little
Like,
small.
I used to be jealous of white boys.
I mean, okay, I'm just gonna say something about this whole picture. It's a
Okay.
little weird.
Why?
Like you're all touching walls. Like
What are we touching?
you're all touching Walt. Like Walt's down on like one knee, and like Brian's hand is on his shoulder, and your
Yes.
hand is on his back, and
Right.
it's just a little weird.
Alright, well,
And like Mike is kind of making this weird face, which
Okay.
I mean that's like a Mike thing.
Right.
And then Stanley completely looks photoshopped.
Okay.
It's just kind of a weird picture.
It is a weird picture, and Brian's got a boner. So,
It's just like a weird picture.
yeah.
I'm gonna retweet that for everybody who's listening and not watching us on GoPro cameras on YouTube
Okay.
in like 2 days.
Yeah. I wish we could keep these lights in here, man.
Yeah,
It
why
looks like,
can't you?
Because they're very, very, very expensive.
Oh, okay.
They're very expensive. They're not. Yeah, they ain't cheap. But I think it increased business. So maybe I'll tweet a photo later. It does look badass in here. Doesn't it look like I should spend a ton of money in here?
Yeah. I mean, I would spend a ton of money in here.
Yeah. Speaking of Walt, you're like, where's Walt today?
Yeah,
Did
Walt
he-
was not like lurking around.
Right.
I figured maybe it was like too bright and he had to go home and like sit under a towel for a little bit.
He does kind of sleep late. He does stay up late and he sleeps late. But he's drawing though.
Yeah, we've discussed his nocturnal habits.
Yeah. So Walt, traditionally, before we start shooting, Walt takes his family on a vacation.
Okay.
Last year they went on a cruise.
That's like really sweet.
It is, yeah.
You should take a page out of his book.
I sort of did. Oh, are you two now? You two? Is this how we're going to start today?
No. Although I can deal him out too.
I've heard you deal it out.
Yeah.
It's not fun. It's not fun. It's not funny either.
But you know I defend you.
You do.
That's the difference.
You do defend
I do
me.
my time.
You do defend me. Yes. Thank you very much.
There you go. So Walt is on vacation.
He did. He is on vacation. He has taken his family on a week-long vacation to beautiful, I believe it's Rochester, Minnesota, home of the world-famous Mall of America. That's the vacation this year. So what do you think about that?
I mean, I like
now-
a mall. I like malls.
Do you like shopping?
I like
malls?
shopping, but I actually just like walking around malls. Like people watching is like really fun.
Oh, dude, have you ever gone before the mall's open?
Oh yeah, and all the walkers.
Yeah, they have the
you know what's
the
funny?
old people walking around.
One day I was like, man, I should like just start running in the mall. Like I should do that. Like just to be like a bitch. These people are like seriously like power walking through the mall. I should just get in there and start like running miles.
There's no rule against that, is there?
I don't think so.
Like, hey, no
running. Yeah. No, I don't think so. I don't see why I couldn't. So I was like, man, I should get in there and like just completely school all these old women with walkers and be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to run a little bit.
Just like shoving them over in their walkers.
Get out of my way.
I'm trying to remember why I was at the mall I remember the first time I saw it. I was in like high school.
Yeah.
And I think I went there. I got there early to like pick up like a video game or something.
Yeah.
And I noticed the door was open. I was like, what the hell's what up with this? And I went in there. And yeah, there's like a army of old people walking around. I'm like, what the hell is this? So that is alive and well, I guess, that tradition.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I was in like the mall earlier, like the other day. Sometimes I'll go to like Barnes Noble or like
Yeah.
the Starbucks sometimes opens earlier. And
Right.
if I'm trying to get somewhere on time or, whatever, I'll like walk around. And yeah, they're like crazy. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this. I can't speak for anyone but me. The troll's putting words in his mouth.
And so, what the hell was I talking about? Oh, malls. So you would take a vacation in the Mall of America.
I don't know if I would take a vacation there. I mean, I might like plan it into another vacation.
Sure.
Like if I was road tripping across America, I would stop there, but I can't say.
Well, I mean, God bless him. He asked his family. He's like, "Where do you want to go? I'll go anywhere." He told me if it was up to him, it would have been the Grand Canyon.
Okay, were they like to drive out there or like fly out there?
Yes, would have been. It would have been.
Well, there you go.
He can't fly. He doesn't fly. So.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't fly. I don't think really anyone in his family loves to fly. So.
Okay. So yeah, that would have been cool.
Would have been a 4-day trip though, and that nixed that 3-day drive at most. Maybe you can make it in 2.
Yeah.
If you
really pedal to the metal.
Yeah. So Mall of America.
Okay. It's a little weird.
Yes. Although I haven't talked to him. Last I heard, there's a flag on the play where he's like, well, they went to Niagara with for that con with me and Mike a couple weeks ago. That was about an 8-hour drive, and they're like, that sucked, man. That drive sucked. And that was only 1 day. Not 2 days like this one's going to take. So last I heard, he was trying to convince his family to go to, maybe a large mall that's a little bit closer. So they started looking. Mall of America is not the biggest mall in America. Do you know what mall is?
King of Prussia?
Yes. King of Prussia Mall, which is an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
So he was trying to convince them to do that instead.
Okay.
And it may have worked. I don't know if he may be on vacation in beautiful King of Prussia, Pennsylvania right now.
There you go.
Which King of Prussia, Pennsylvania has an excellent Hooters restaurant, by the way. I just want.
I mean, the food at Hooters is good, but usually the Hooters at Hooters are not good.
Hold on. So you've been to said Hooters?
Oh yeah.
You've been to Hooters?
Yeah.
Because there's no.
I used to go to the Hooters on Route 22 all the time when I worked in Springfield.
Springfield, New Jersey?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, Springfield, Illinois.
Springfield, wherever the Simpsons are from?
When you go up to the top of the mountain, you see like Maine and Oregon and like Colorado and Florida.
Right. So you were, so you've been to one.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of like, to the food.
The food was amazing.
Wings
oh my God.
Wings are great, right?
Yeah. But like, I mean, I was in there with like,
what's wrong with the lady?
Pudgy girls wearing booty shorts with like size A breasts and shirts that were like
they don't hire
3 times
size
too
A.
small shirts. God, it was terrible. We can go there.
Were you making fun of them? Like behind your breath?
No, I was just like, man,
I could do better than this.
I wasn't even saying that. I was just like, man, these girls can do better than this.
Oh, really?
They should get like a real job.
Well, is it, the ones I've been to have been nice, I would say. But I think, you know what though? I think my standard's a little lower than you have very high.
I'm going to agree with that one.
You have high female standards.
Yeah,
being a female yourself.
Yeah, I have like high female standards.
Yes.
And especially like in a job where like men are supposed to be looking at you. Like, so when you're already taking yourself down to that level where you're kind of being degraded.
Do you find it degrading?
Well, I mean, like, I feel like working in Hooters where like the whole job is you're supposed to be like, look at me, I got big tits.
Like eye candy?
Yeah, I just, I feel like I'm not a feminist or anything. I'm
clearly you're not.
I'm definitely not like one of those people who's like, girls, you need to go home and be better. Like, hey, if you want to do that, go ahead. But like, I just like, I feel like if you're going to put yourself in that level, like you should at least look the part. I don't know.
Well, that's your own.
Exactly, and that's my own personal opinion.
That's
Twitter trolls have at me. It's my own personal.
No, that's
opinion.
I think that's our personal mantra. If you were a personal opinion, like if you're gonna be a garbage collector, be the best garbage collector you're gonna be. If you're gonna be a beer drinker, be the best beer drinker you're gonna be. If you're gonna go work at Hooters, be the best Hooters waitress you can be. And you're saying that they're probably not.
Wait, Michael Gaines, I think you live on Route 22, I believe.
Yeah, Michael.
Is that really gone? He said it's gone.
I haven't been up why.
Yeah, I was to say I used to go to school at Kane University up in Union, so I worked at the eye doctor's office in the lens crafters that was up there. So yeah, I used to go there all the time after work. We would like hit up all the restaurants on 22, and apparently it's gone. I haven't driven down Route 22 in like 5 years now.
Right.
So.
Well, now you know why it's gone.
Apparently.
Their standards were not up to your standards.
Yeah, apparently.
Or anybody else's.
Else's standards.
And it's gone.
So no Walt today.
No, he is on his way either Minnesota or King of Prussia.
He's going to be spending some serious money in a mall.
Well, he's not a big shopper, but I think his family's shopping for like school clothes and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So that's cool.
I used to go to Franklin Mills Mall.
Where's that?
Pennsylvania, I think.
Is that any good? I've never heard of it.
It's a 1-floor mall, but it's like long. It's like a mile long or something. And you like.
So you could run like a 5K in there.
Yeah, I mean like once back and forth and then one more time, and.
This reminds me of something we never got to last week. Or a supermarket sweepstakes.
Supermarket sweep. Oh my God. It was my favorite show growing up. It was on at 6:00 on whatever channel it was on.
In the morning?
No, at night.
Oh,
don't ask me why I remember the time either. This is like one of those odd memories that I have like a very definitive memory of it. It was on at 6:00, supermarket sweep, and then after it at 6:30 was shop till you drop, which was the same idea, but like with like, like it looked like a warehouse of
Right.
like boxes and stuff like that. Supermarket sweep though.
Give me the premise, because I'm sort of familiar with this, and I have a picture in my head, but I'm not.
It was
I was watching The Simpsons at 6 to 7, the 1 hour block of The Simpsons
Yeah.
when I got home from school. So
the supermarket sweep. It was basically they would answer questions,
Okay.
and sometimes when you answer a question, you had to like run and get the item,
Right.
and like you had to figure out where it was. So I mean, like like when you're walking through the supermarket and you can't figure out where like
that was the premise of the show. You had to figure out what aisle. Like,
yeah,
shit
well,
was
and
in?
then
It's like Quaker Oats, go.
yeah, basically. And then it got to the end and you had to just like stack as much in your cart to get like the most money, and whoever had the most money won, and you can get like special things. And if you got like this item, and this item, you got like a bonus, and whoever won
So it
like
comes
won.
down to value, total value in your cart at the end.
Oh,
how-
Michael Gaines said it's been gone for years. They were selling liquor to minors. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Oh, can we not talk about giving liquor to minors, by the way?
Let's not
Can we not talk about that?
Let's
maybe
not.
we'll talk about it later.
Let's not.
Maybe we'll talk about that
about
later
it.
because yeah. I mean, if I were doing that, wouldn't you just go to the razor and tampon aisle and load up on that? Isn't that where all the money's at?
No, like they had like chickens, like full chickens that were like
Chickens
$30. But I think there might have been a rule like you could only have like 5 of one item because
Oh, condoms! I would have loaded up on condoms.
condoms.
Too.
Yeah,
Condoms are
apparently we had that conversation about condoms.
We did. Only in Jersey, in Ohio. No
Somebody
condoms.
asked me what I think of their Hooters. If this picture is you, then
Oh, is it?
then they're fantastic. Apparently, she's naked picture.
Oh,
So
nice.
if that's actually you,
Hey,
then
what's that Twitter handle? There? It's in the name of research.
you're tagged in it.
Oh, am I? Okay.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, okay.
So that's a little naked picture.
Oh, right. Drizzt.
Yeah.
Drizzt Do'Urden.
Yeah. So that's a naked picture. They're perky. I like
Very
them.
nice. Very nice.
This is just get dirty.
We had
super
this
quick.
debate, fake, real. Do you care?
I mean, I like real.
I mean, but do you discriminate?
No,
You don't scoff at women who are like, "Pfft, come on. What if they're like ridiculous?
Oh well, if they're ridiculous, yeah, but they gotta like look real, you know.
All right. I don't discriminate. I just want everyone to know that.
Obviously,
don't discriminate.
we all know that Ming loves boobs.
Yes.
So that was the show. So, Guys Grocery Games is a new show on the Food Network channel, like from last year.
Like the same?
And it's they're actually cooking, so they're getting like they're shopping for like 5 minutes or whatever, getting the items they need. And there's like all sorts of things. Like sometime the game is like you can only get like one item from each aisle, and then you have to cook your meal, and it's like terrible, like whatever.
You cook at the end? You make
No,
a-
they cook like 3 meals during it. So they're cooking in the
okay.
grocery store. That wasn't on Supermarket Sweep. That's on Guys Grocery
and-
Games. And then at the end, whoever the finalist is, they give him like 10 things, and he has to go collect all 10, and you get $2,000 for like all the one item. And then if you get them all, you get like $20,000.
So wait, so this is literally the show where you're people running around with a cart and grabbing stuff off the aisles?
Yes, Joseph, that was a not even remotely vague. You're supposed to know exactly what that was.
That's the game show.
It's a game
Running
show.
around grabbing- All right. I mean, I'll watch it before I knock it. Just it doesn't sound as
Oh, it's not like Supermarket Sweep was definitely way more badass than Guys Grocery Games.
Well, it reminded me of them. I remember this one time I saw either a commercial or I saw an ad in like a comic book. It was win a thing where you run through Toys R Us for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And you get to put as much stuff in your cart, and whatever
That's,
you put
like,
in,
fun.
you got to keep.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god,
I have to
I
do
want to
that.
do
Yeah.
this. I wanted this. I never won. And I don't know
Aw.
if anybody ever won, but
I
like,
was just saying, I feel like that's one of those things that they maybe like said and never, or like that would be like a lot of money lost probably.
it's a sweepstakes. I was like, oh my god. I remember I was like, man, I'll go down the like freaking Star Wars and G.I. Joe aisle.
And just take
load up-
everything.
Just load
Oh,
up
yeah.
on that. Just
Oh,
like
yeah.
like put my arm on, just like sweeping it down
right into
just
the
like
cart.
right into the
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
And I was gonna jump on top of it and like mash it down so I could fit more. And 2 minutes is a long time.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Especially if you like know where everything is.
yeah.
Like if you like go into the store beforehand and like pre-select every aisle you're going to go
Yeah,
down.
like board games, no. GoBots, no. Star Wars,
Star Wars.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah. I mean, they have video games there now too. So you can go in like the video game.
They're all locked up now, though.
Well, I imagine it should be open
You
for
know
for
why they're
this.
locked up? I blame my friend who went to the toy store and he would rip off a video game a week.
Well, good for
He
him.
ruined it for everybody.
Good for him.
Video games used to be on those pegs like action figures. And then one day I went and they were behind glass.
And they were behind glass.
Yes.
That was it.
Yeah. So, what network is this on? I'll check it out.
Food Network.
Check it out. It just doesn't sound as cool as, say, Press Your Luck or, did you ever watch one called Funhouse?
No.
Oh, all right. You're missing out. That was on Nickelodeon. That was a good one. So,
So we had a good week.
we had a great week, man.
Yeah, we had a fucking kick-ass week.
I can't remember such a week this great.
I know. Next week is
I have a lot of great weeks.
I was going to say, next week is going to, like, suck because it's just going to be, like, not as good as this week.
You don't know that.
It might be better. True.
You don't know that.
True.
It's starting out pretty well.
So let's get on with the news. Wednesday.
Right. Well, we podcasted, and then we kind of had a day to let it all sink in.
Yeah.
That day. Wednesday, I get a package down here. Mike calls me. I was like, "Yo, you got a package that says perishable on it." I'm like, "Whoa, did somebody send me like lox?
Yeah.
Not lox, like no, like smoked salmon, or I don't know what else is perishable, like deli meat or ice cream." Walt thought it was ice cream. He's like, "Did somebody send you ice cream?" I opened it up. It wasn't a cooler thing with the ice packs in it.
Yeah.
And we got a little care package from our friends at Chameleon Cold Brew.
Chameleon Cold Brew. We talked about them a few weeks
Chameleon
ago.
Cold Brew Coffee. We are courting them as potential sponsors. And,
Yes.
I guess they want to make sure we like the cold brew coffee, so they sent it. And I guess ideally when you get it, it's supposed to be cold, but it was like freaking 90 degrees.
Oh yeah, it was like terribly warm.
And ice was all melted.
Yeah.
They were not cold, but that's all right. The taste was still there.
Yeah, I've only tried one so far.
I divvied it up. I gave you half.
Yeah.
How is the Chameleon Cold Brew?
I tried just the regular black coffee.
Okay. Did you mix it with anything? Did you put alcohol in it? Did you?
No, I didn't put any alcohol in it. I think I'd even just picked it up the next day after you gave it to me. I was like, I'm not going to make coffee today. I'm going to actually.
Oh, or did you drink it black?
Yeah, I just drank it black.
Nice.
I just popped the top and
Straight up.
and just like slammed it. It was delicious.
Yeah, they're based out of Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
Like every good thing is based in Austin, Texas. Whole Foods, Chameleon Cold Brew. And they sent us freaking 6 bottles, man. So thank you.
Have you tried it?
I have not.
Okay.
I swear to God, I haven't had time to drink anything but, I've been drinking beer.
Well, that's because you're an alcoholic.
According to Walt Flanagan, yes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
If you get drunk on 2 beers, does that make you an alcoholic or does that just make you a puss?
That makes you a puss.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So
Yeah, that makes you a puss.
I didn't listen to the episode yet, but apparently he's concerned. We talked about this last week.
He's very
every
concerned
photo
by it.
every photo I post is me with a beverage.
It's true.
Yeah,
Or a beautiful lady.
or Walking Dead cast member.
Yeah.
Or food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got kind of like your
It's kind of a theme, actually.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Mine are mostly selfies.
They are.
Huh,
They are, which you can see at the Zen Librarian
Exactly.
on Twitter.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then we had we guest podcasted.
We did. We were invited by the fine folks over at Pizza Beer Revolution.
Yes.
Mike Polano, our friend Joey Polito, and Chris Maffei.
Yep.
The host of Pizza Beer Revolution. Originally,
Bill Paxton eyes.
Bill. Oh yeah, Chris.
Yeah.
Looks like a little like Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton
or
eyes.
just the eyes.
Yeah, just the eyes.
Bill Paxton, not Bill Pullman.
No,
Bill Pullman was like president in Independence Day. Like,
We will not go quietly into the night.
We will not go without a fight.
Yeah.
Because today, you saw
Is
this.
our Independence Day.
Crappy movie.
Oh my god, I cannot wait for it to be on like every fucking day this week.
Is it? Is that like AMC or something? Is
Yeah,
the
well,
movie
it's like July 4th.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna play that shit like every day.
That movie was
And I like crush on Jeff Goldblum in that movie
okay.
damn much.
Samantha, yes.
My favorite part is when they're on the plane flying. And it's like more of like a hand gesture, so you really actually need to be watching on YouTube to get this.
Yes.
So they're like flying,
Okay.
and I guess they're talking about like conspiracy theories or something.
Right.
And he says something. The president says something about Roswell, and his presidential aide goes, "That's not entirely accurate." And Jeff Goldblum goes very dramatically, "Wait, which part?" But like the hand gesture in the
Yes.
middle, it's like, "Wait, which part?" Like what's that hand gesture?
Like jazz hands?
Yeah, it's just like, wait. It's just like, what is that? It's my favorite part of the movie. It's so
I was
soft.
going to ask you, in a movie that bad,
That is
have
a
to pick out one favorite
fantastic
part.
movie. Anything with Jeff Goldblum.
I love how they take down a clearly superior alien race with superior technology, weapons, spaceships, all that. with a Mac PowerBook 5300
And like a virus?
and a
like,
Mac virus.
Yeah, like
which
please.
doesn't
If that
exist.
is in a reference to War of the Worlds, like fuck you. I don't know what is.
Right. I just love how like you could see it. He docks.
I love Will Smith in that when he takes down the alien. Like, okay, if I I'd be shitting bricks if aliens like invaded the Earth. Like, I would be scared out of my goddamn mind.
What would you do?
If I was like flying a plane and my best friend just died, I witnessed it, and like I knocked out an alien plane. I'm walking over like, hey, I would not be confident because this alien could jump out of this plane and like kill me. This thing is clearly going to be packing like a severe like wallop, and he just like opens it and like I'd be scared shitless.
Okay.
B, I wouldn't be popping one-liners, so he opens it, he like punches it once, he goes, welcome to America.
Welcome to Earth. Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to Earth. And I'm like, who says that? And then he sits down and he starts smoking a cigar. Like, in what fucking world is that real life?
Freaking Will Smith, man.
Yeah, no. Even Will Smith doesn't have that kind of clout to be doing that.
The Fresh Prince does that. That's who.
I'm just saying.
Well, what would you do? Aliens started invading. What do you do?
I don't know, hide in my closet?
That's not going to help.
Oh, I don't know. I
You know what I do? 2 chicks at once. I'm kidding.
It's so serious.
Yeah. That's an old joke.
You would podcast about it.
I probably would. Yeah, I do my own War of the Worlds.
You would be podcasting about it, and you would try and get like a guest alien on the show.
I would.
You'd be taking pictures. You'd be doing headstands in front of spaceships.
I would try to get Brent Spiner on the show.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Wow, I forgot that 4th of July was coming up, and
yeah, it's this week,
and they're going to be running that movie. Yeah. It's probably going to be on AMC too.
Oh, it's going to be like AMC, Stars, every channel, TNT.
So I have to watch it. Yeah. Jared Dunn, cheers to you. He's drinking whiskey right now and listening to.
What are we drinking today, Ming?
We are drinking. This is there's a website called The Chive. Are you familiar with it?
Yes, I am.
Kind of a leisure distraction website. And they have a very, very large following. It's almost kind of cult-like, I guess you would say.
I would say that.
At thechive.com, where, they have like funny jokes. They have funny videos. They have pictures of girls. There's a little section here. Ban the bras, Samantha.
Yeah, ban the bras.
And apparently they have a very large following. They're all about fun-loving, which I can get behind. Yeah. They came out with their own beer. It's called Chive Beer. Their tagline is KCCO, keep calm and chive on.
Yeah, keep calm and chive on. I've seen that.
So they came out with their own beer, and I think I was down in Houston.
I actually am a huge supporter. I have I have Carry On, but I was gonna say I have chive on tattooed somewhere else on me.
You really?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa, I didn't know that. I thought that's something I should know. Keep calm and chive on.
Keep calm.
They came out with their own beer, and when I was down in Houston, I would see people with chive shirts.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, I heard they had a beer. They're like, yeah, it's real good, but it's really hard to get. And,
somebody got it for you.
I kind of lamented, but right before I left, my friend on Twitter at Stinkin' Ink brought me barbecue from Rudy's Barbecue in Houston. Gave me a 6-pack of chive beer.
There you go.
And I've been sitting on it since.
Yeah, I was.
So that was like what?
We've been planning.
That's 4 weeks ago.
We've been planning to drink it, and we just haven't. So we are now.
Just tell you, I got so much beer right now because of the show.
Oh my god!
I have such a backlog.
I know. I have to start giving it away to people. Like I don't even know. I have to start giving it away.
Yeah. So I have a Steam Whistle from Toronto, which you're not a fan of.
Yeah, no, it's like water.
I have Modelo from Cinco de Mayo.
Which I'm not drinking that shit.
Well, I kept it. I have to drink it. I've got some St. Arnold's DR14 Divine Resort.
Yeah, 14. We haven't drank that yet. Don't drink
next
that.
Week.
Yeah, we can do that next week.
Next week.
We could actually just use the one bottle and bring our mugs down.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of Dew Claw beer that they gifted us.
Oh, I know. I am still sitting on some Neon Gypsy. I still got some Morgasm from last week.
We'll take more of that though.
Yeah. Well, you love Morgasm in your mouth.
I do. Morgasm. Are you listening? We'll take some Morgasm if you have time to send it up.
So Wednesday we were guesting on Pizza Beer Revolution.
Pizza Beer Revolution.
If you haven't listened to this podcast yet, they are amazing. They're fun. Listen to them.
They are.
We steal ideas from them occasionally.
Yeah, like these fine cameras.
Exactly.
In front of us. They've had all the.
I mean, they paid for theirs though, and you got yours for free.
I got one of them for free.
I'm just saying.
I got one of them for free.
Just saying.
Yeah. Bunch of great guys, great podcasters. They had me on their show about 2 or 3 months ago, and I had such a blast. And this time, The original idea was to come down here to the store and record here.
Yeah.
They're on summer break, and they wanted to record a whole string of shows so they could kind of have the summer off.
Yeah.
The original plan was to do it here, and didn't work out. There was a schedule conflict.
So we just had to go to an undisclosed bar location.
Yeah, I'm like, sorry, tell them Steve is coming in. They have priorities, so can we either reschedule or can we...
Yeah.
Like, I'm up for I want a pod. I want a pod.
Oh, yeah.
They invited you. I'm like, we want to come.
Yeah, we definitely want to come.
Can we do it somewhere else? So they gave me an address, and we trucked out there.
This sweet ass house. We walk in, and
Yeah,
there's
here
like...
we go. We're pulling up, a little house.
Little house.
And then this freaking, like, mansion appears out of nowhere.
Yeah. It has, like, a pool house that's, like, the size of a house I would buy.
Right.
Like, for myself. And then this beautiful finished bar in the basement. It was gorgeous.
Yeah, there's beer in the pool house.
Yeah.
There's snacks.
So thank you, Pizza Beer Revolution, for that.
I remember, I got the address. I'm like, I think this is a house.
Yeah.
So we're like, this is a house I've never been to in a weird neighborhood.
Yeah.
But once we saw the house, we're like, all right, well, if we get killed here, that's cool.
Yeah, that's fine. I was okay dying at that place.
It was pretty nice. So the guys were recording. They do what they call an A-side and B-side, kind of like a vinyl record. So they were doing their A-side. We were going to be on the B-side. So they're recording.
Well, what's funny is, we were sitting there, and Kelly, the producer,
yes.
she comes up and she goes, "Ming, you're first," and then Sam, you're going to be going after Ming, and I'm like, "Wait,
what?
we're not going together?"
Yeah.
Like, I've never potted without Ming before.
I know. I did a chill right down your spine. Like,
yeah, I was just like, I'm like afraid. Like, what if they like question me about things I don't know the answers to?
Right.
Like,
the age-old fear, sure.
Yeah, like I'm just like, what? Yeah,
you don't want to sound bad or misinformed, or you don't want to. You want to know the
exactly
answers to all the questions.
Exactly.
Sure.
So I was a little scared, but it ended up being really fun. I listened to you.
Yeah, I went first.
Yeah, I listened to you, and you had a great podcast.
Yeah, you think I did all right?
Yeah, I think you did great.
I think I did all right.
And then I went on and I pretty much made fun of you a lot.
You did, and in between we were drinking beer.
Yeah,
we ate pizza.
Obviously, Pizza Beer Revolution, pizza and beer. Which we're not going to give too much away about what kind of pizza we were eating or what beer we were drinking, because obviously we want you to listen to their show.
Yeah.
Which is going to be airing later in the summer, and we'll put up links when it's
mine goes up July 7th, so in a week. I think we'll be up in a week.
So yeah,
they also release their podcast on Monday mornings.
Yes.
So you will be on in 2 weeks.
Yes. So listen to them. There's at the end of mine, there's something funny.
Yeah. Orgasms, maybe perhaps. Oh, sorry. Was I not supposed to say that?
We can't talk about.
Oh, sorry. All right.
We can't talk about orgasms on the podcast.
Why is that inappropriate?
No. So listen to it. It's we'll be posting links, but in the meantime, just check them out anyway.
PizzaBeerRevolution.com.
Yep.
Well, how was it? I call it an away podcast. This is our home podcast.
This is our home.
When we go out to an away podcast.
Away podcast. I loved it. I was like really nervous at work too all day. Like I was kind of like, a little nervous. I was telling my like managers and like my coworkers that I was like a little like I'm like guest podcasting tonight. And they're like, "What?" And actually my coworker, she's like, "Sam," she's like, "something weird happened to me today." And she's like, "And I kind of realized you're like a little bit of a bigger deal than I thought you were."
Okay.
And I was like, "Okay." And she's like, "You know how sometimes like you'll like somebody on Twitter, or you'll favorite something, or like you'll tweet at somebody, and then you get like an email like, 'Oh, if you like so and so, you should check out,' and they give you 3 names."
Right.
She's like, "Your name came up in my email today. It was like, if you like so and so, you should check out the Zen Librarian."
Yes.
And she's like, I like looked at your name, and she's like, "Oh my God, I work with her."
Yeah.
And she's like, "I kind of realized that you were you actually like are kind of a thing."
Well, usually I think right at the top they'll give you like a celebrity.
Yeah.
So you're there.
Yeah. I was probably like the bottom.
Still, you showed up.
I showed up for the show, so
you showed up. Now they did split us up. I went first.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to see me, work some magic.
And it was funny too, because I was trying to like remain calm the entire time, because yours was like a little tough. They had like a few things I was like, "Oh my God, I don't think I could have like talked about that. I don't think I could have done that." But I mean,
yeah, you got a little nervous.
They tailored the topics toward the person they were talking to.
They do.
So
they do their homework.
Exactly. So they clearly are listening to us.
Yeah. And there were a couple of times they gave me some barbs, and I just looked over at you. I'm like, really? That was fun. I was like, "Sam, get my back for me. Like, Sam, punch these guys for me."
Oh yeah, and then I jumped into the seat and I made fun of you right away.
You did.
Yeah, I pretty much like pulled a Brian Johnson. I actually was pretty tough.
Well, no one's Brian Johnson, but you were.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. I mean, I look better than him.
you do by far.
So yeah, it was fun. I loved it. I would love to do more of them. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it's fun, right?
Yeah, it was. I was like, yeah.
And I really do like these guys. I think they're great.
I mean,
they're local.
They were fun, and I mean, they have like a 4-camera setup, obviously. So I was looking across at Bill Paxton's eyes the entire time, and
being all like, oh, dreamy.
Bill Paxton is not a good looking man, but Bill Paxton eyes,
Yes.
it's a totally different situation. So
Our buddy Chris.
so
Yes.
yeah, no, it was good. The game, the Mad Libs.
Yeah, they have games and bits. Which
Yeah,
is
we
cool.
should steal that. We should do like
You
games.
want games and bits?
Yeah, we'll have to have somebody like on the show, and we'll have to like
Oh.
harass them with games.
Okay, we'll do that.
Pick somebody on the show.
Right, we'll get somebody else here.
Next time we have a guest.
Yeah. Now I think they listen to our pod, but there's still like they never met you.
Yeah,
You don't know what to expect.
exactly.
I think, and I sense
Exactly.
I sensed. Well, I mean, you just came in guns blazing. Though.
Well, yeah, we started talking about hockey, and I was just like, okay, you're a Rangers fan, I'm a Boston Bruins fan, so
you
we have
guys
to talk
suck.
about that. Yeah. And we started talking about sports, and we started talking about soccer, and I kind of just went in there, just like, fuck it, I'm just going to be me.
Yeah.
And it like really worked out. They were great
They're
guys.
guns
It was
blazing.
like
I
a
think they're
fun
like,
time.
oh, this chick's fun, man.
Exactly.
She's fun.
Yeah.
She's funny.
Yeah.
I like this. Yeah.
So that was a great Wednesday.
Yeah.
And that was the day you got Twitter verified.
I did. Remember, I was kind of teasing this last week.
Yeah,
where
you
I
were
was like,
kind of
hey,
teasing.
Hey, guys, I think I might get verified. And then I didn't want to say too much in case it never happened. But lo and behold, I think I was checking. I don't know. I was checking a tweet. Some dude was throwing some kind of insult at me, and I hit the wrong button. And I was like, wait a minute, was that a blue check mark?
Yeah.
And it was.
Well, it's funny too because the day before was for me it was Happy 700 Followers Day.
I know.
And then you kind of like trumped my day, and you were like, "Oh well, 700 followers, shit, blue check mark day."
I think yours is more impressive. Now, mind you, this is coming from when we started this. I didn't even know you had a Twitter account.
I know. I was kind of keeping it a very well kept secret until like somebody on the show, God, I don't even know who, discovered it and sent it to you.
Yeah.
So
I was like, whoa. I was like, what?
So yeah, I had like 80 followers.
Yeah, you're like 80 followers. So
Yeah.
that's pretty. I'd say that's pretty impressive.
Exactly. So yeah. So now the new goal is 1,000.
Yeah.
We should set like a date for that, like by the end of the summer or something, like 1,000 followers.
And then, like, what do we win if we hit it? Or what do I win? Or
What do you win?
What do I win? Samantha.
I don't know. Think about that.
Like, I can.
What do you want?
I should probably think of these things.
Yeah,
Before.
you should think about these things before you say them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a huge Wednesday for us.
That was fun. I got out of that pod and I drove you up there, so I was driving you back to your car.
I know, I was like super
It was fun, right?
super
It's just-
it was just
it's
it was
this
fun.
weird, like post-coital like glow kind of.
I know.
Right?
I know. And yeah.
I don't know why though.
It was just it's like a different thing. Like I mean podcasting with you is different than podcasting with like 3 guys I don't know. You
Yeah,
know, like some,
three strangers.
yeah, like I mean, it's like a different atmosphere, but it's not like a bad atmosphere or a better atmosphere. It's just like a different atmosphere because, like even like a lot of the people I work with are like very curious about like what podcasting is, and I'm like, well,
bi-curious?
yeah, like yeah, and I'm like, they're like, what do you do? I'm like, well, me and Ming sit at a poker table
Yeah.
and we like stare at each other for like 2 hours and talk to one another.
There's beer everywhere.
There's beer. There's like
like,
shit
yeah,
everywhere.
there's, like, wires
there's like
and all this
fucking
stuff.
hot
Freaking,
sauce.
like, it's like hot sauce everywhere. It's like, oh my God.
We got like Alex and Ani bracelets on the table. We got like everything.
Bubble wrap.
Exactly. So
Bottle
I mean
Old Harper's.
it was very neat there, but it was different, but it was like good different. I liked it.
Right,
I liked it a lot. So
keep going. I think we may be invited to other pods. Would you be open to them, or are you?
yeah.
Maybe you want to do some research. We just had a pod come through here. That man on Batman. Yeah,
I feel like it should be that man on Fat Man.
That man on Fat Man.
And then Fat Man on Batman.
You need the Batman name in there until Warner Brothers or DC comes.
But I feel like because I don't know. I just think it would be like a nice play on like that man on Fat Man and Fat Man on Batman.
Yeah, they've been interviewing people from the family, so they got Ernie O'Donnell last week. They wanted me on there, and I made fun of them, and I just want to make sure they didn't take it the wrong way. They're like, Ming, come on our pod. We just had Rob Bruce on. And I was like, oh, that's great. Rob, huh? Like, wait, hold on. You're bragging about having rub persons? Like, oh.
Tom Steve Dave Ant Engineer said, Ming, nothing personal. We must stop you. Now guest spots on other podcasts.
I know.
End the madness. Stop Ming 2019.
Yeah, well, I'd already been on there. Not only that, I'd been on there like 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything. They invited you. I
love
did not
them.
utter a word.
I love them. I want to go back on the show.
They're like, hey, can we apply to the store? Oh, and can you please ask Samantha to come?
Yeah,
as
we
well?
have to get them here. I think that would, definitely. We'll have to clean up the place a little bit.
Yeah, man. Why would I clean up for guests?
It's true. And
we do our own thing here.
yeah, exactly.
Part of the atmosphere.
It's true.
Part of the vibe, man.
It's true. We're gonna need somewhere to put 4 cameras, though.
Oh, we got room.
Yeah, I'm sure we got room.
We got room. But there is a thing they said about like atmosphere. I think when Tom Steve Dave podcast here, they turn down all the lights. I like lights.
Well, I mean, usually it's dark
very,
in here.
very lit
I was
in
just say
here.
this is like very lit for us. I'm not sure I actually like it this lit.
Is it, are you
like
blind?
after hours, like I do want like a dark look, but you know.
I remember when last year I did something that I really, really wanted to do. I podcasted in a recording studio at the Sunset Marquis Hotel in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Usually a place reserved for real recording artists such as, Rihanna.
Samantha Aurelio.
and Christina Aguilera and
Samantha Aurelio.
And I think like Kiss has been, Aerosmith is there a lot.
And Samantha Aurelio.
And Samantha Aurelio. Yes. But what I want
not that I'm name dropping Little Sam, but name dropping Little Sam.
Yeah, what I want to do is rent out one of the recording studios and record there. And while we were getting all set up, they had candles everywhere, and it was kind of
It's like beautiful.
It was. You would have loved it. You would have loved it.
I think like when I eventually move out, obviously,
It's all dark panels.
I was just say, like, obviously, when I get my own place, like, it's gonna be like a tiny little apartment, so I can't do like a room for podcasting that we can like podcast out of, but like maybe like a corner with like a table and like candles.
It was really cool. There were candles, and then we're about ready to podcast, and this army of people come on and start dropping like plates of cookies and fruit bowls. And,
Oh yes. Sorry,
Yes.
Michael Gaines just sent me a message. Speaking of other podcasts, he sent me a message about doing a podcast with him about something, and I said we could bring Ming, or I'd bring Ming, and he said sure. We need somebody to hold the camera, which was adorable. But yeah,
outta here.
we should definitely talk with him.
Okay.
And
What's his podcast? We'll give him a little plug here. What's his pod?
I actually hang on.
Yo, Michael G. What's your pod? All right,
Yeah,
never mind.
yeah. Talk to Ming about the pod too. Let's all bring this out in the open.
Yeah. So that Sunset Marquee atmosphere, I wanted to replicate it. So like I wanted to bring that atmosphere kind of back here, but it's impossible. It's just like it's that place.
Yeah.
It's that time.
Yeah.
It's that
Walt is definitely not letting us light fucking candles in here.
candles and well, we do like candles in here. There's one customer, I'm not going to name any names there or anything. He doesn't smell very good. Walt has a very sensitive nose. So anytime he comes here, Walt lights this candle.
Is that what that's up at the front? I know there's a
Yes.
fucking candle, and I'm like, Walt doesn't really seem like a burning candles kind of guy. I don't know. Maybe Walt is like a diehard romantic.
Right. No, it's because we have a smelly customer that comes in here.
Nice.
But he actually spends money, so we can't like not ban him or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
So
Fair enough.
originally it was a Hershey's chocolate candle, which smelled.
Well, now it's like a lemon one.
Yeah, now it's like a fruity one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Sunset Market, you should come out to LA.
Not so Sunday. Geoff said that the interview on That Man on Fat Man. See, I told you.
Yes.
With Rob Bruce was actually really good. We should check it out.
Oh, I'm sure Rob's a good interview. We've had him on the show.
yeah.
I was kidding.
Friends
though.
don't let friends podcast with Rob Bruce's
Yeah,
headphones.
Right. That's why you got
Like
your own.
that's how we sum up that whole Rob
Right.
Bruce thing.
Well, you got your own snazzies.
I know. That's why I got my snazzy purple ones, and Ming's wearing Rob Bruce's.
Yeah.
The ones that he's worn.
Yeah. Oh.
Did you notice there was like a direct correlation with the time that you told me like Rob Bruce was wearing those headphones?
then you got your
and
own?
then I got my own.
You're like, what? Like,
I was like,
no,
oh my god.
I will spare no expense.
What lives in his hair?
Oh God. I don't even want to know.
Rob, if you're listening, I love
Rob
you.
Rob ain't listening.
No, he's not listening.
Rob ain't listening. Rob headlined his own con this weekend. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Rob was invited as a featured guest to the Altoona Comic Con.
Isn't he getting his own show?
He is, yes. But this is pre his own show. He's still getting invited out. This is
There
like,
you go. He's
it's like preemptive strike. He was out there with Brian O'Halloran, and it was like a little Clerks reunion with Rob Bruce.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I
Well,
was
good for Rob Bruce. Hopefully he didn't steal anybody's fucking keys.
trying to get him some pointers, like from the Brian Johnson School of conmanship. Like, dude, make sure everybody pays you. Make sure you get paid, and don't let anyone take free pictures with you. And I don't care if it's a little kid or a limbless vet.
I'm going to interrupt you. Joseph wants us to get to meeting him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Which let's not just jump at Joseph's beck and call here. So we can feel free to ignore that. But let's get to our Thursday, because our Thursday kicked ass.
It did. Now, Thursday, we hosted.
You hosted. You and Nicole.
Co-hosted.
Yeah.
I co-hosted a benefit for the Wayne Foundation.
And I just showed up.
Well, you played a very big part.
I did. I got one of the bands.
You did. It was a benefit to raise awareness for the Wayne Foundation, raise money for the Wayne Foundation, and kind of pinpoint, I'm running the San Francisco Marathon for the Wayne Foundation on July 27th, along with my friend Nicole Corey and our friend Will Wilkins, who is also on the network.
Yeah.
Does Netheads.
Yes.
And big shout out to Will. Big congratulations to Will. I don't know if I can reveal why yet, but congrats, buddy. So we were raising money. We did a event in a bar called Jamien's Food and Drink.
Yes,
Jamien's.
which is right down the road.
Yeah. One of your favorite places.
One of my favorite places, and they just opened an outdoor like back patio bar, which is like so fucking snazzy.
Great, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm totally gonna go there and drink like every night. So we went there, and it was just a good night.
Yeah, we booked two bands.
Two bands.
And since this is kind of a stop domestic human trafficking, mainly in females,
yes,
we tried to aim for female-fronted bands.
Yes, which I just happen to know one.
Which you happen to know one.
The Hallowed Roots performed first.
Yes, the lead singer's name was Anya, and she was amazing.
Yes, and
freaking amazing.
And yeah, they were fantastic.
Yes.
And then the second band, a band that I keep mentioning, and I'm going to keep fucking mentioning until you people actually check them out. Harper's Fellow, fronted by the lovely Courtney Metzler.
Yes.
And Courtney is spelled Cortney. She actually, when you spelled her name, the first picture you put on Twitter,
yeah, I put
you spelled it
in
Courtney,
there.
and she looks at me and she goes, "Go fix this with Bing."
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Sorry, Courtney.
I was like, "Sorry, Court."
Sorry, Courtney.
So,
I'll post a photo of her if any gentlemen want to check out
She
cool-looking tattooed chick.
Yeah, and she's
can
got a
freaking
fantastic
sing.
voice. They have a fantastic bass player, a fantastic old guitarist who moved to LA, and a fantastic new guitarist who's filling in, and a fantastic drummer.
Yes.
Yes.
Drummer kept the beat really well.
He does.
He's jumping up on his
He does. He actually does the
stool
thing.
and,
And I've pretty much gone to most of their shows, if not all of them, in the past year or so.
Dude can drum.
Yeah. And he jumps up on his drums and he like claps.
That
crowd
guy
audience.
can bang really good.
He can bang really good.
Really good at banging.
I'll let I'll let Alex know that he could bang really well.
Yeah. But about mid-set, Courtney busted out this cover of Bon Iver's Skinny Love.
Yeah.
Which I fell in love with.
Yes.
And I wish I was
You fell in love with Courtney.
I'm more... No.
She is engaged.
I did not fall in love with Courtney. I fell in love with her singing the song.
She's, I mean, just seriously, people, just go fucking check them out.
Yeah.
I'm sick of saying it.
They're on Twitter, Harper's_fellow.
Yes, correct? Harper's_fellow. It's a little fucking confusing. It's a little fucking dumb, and all of them hate that underscore is there.
Did somebody steal Harper's
I have
Fellow?
no idea why they picked it, actually. I never even...
I mean, somebody had to.
I was going to say, I did the merch, if you ever see their merch shirts, their female ones, I did the design for it, which is how I met them. So they already had all this before I was a part of their little show here.
Right.
So now we
yeah, it was cool. I saw you walked in. You were carrying a guitar.
I was
going to
say I've actually generally when I go to shows for them, I take pictures for them, and I lug all their shit around too. Sometimes
you're strong.
Yeah, I was going to say, and there was actually a show that they did up in Delaware, I guess up in not Delaware, Connecticut.
Okay.
That they invited me to take pictures, and I was helping, pack up the drums and stuff like that because I've seen them do it a million times. And I just picked up the kick drum. I was like carrying it off stage, and a guy came up to us after the show, and he was like, "You guys were amazing, blah blah blah." And we were most impressed when you like completely just picked up that drum and carried it out. And
not even the music.
Brendan, the bass player, was just like, "Yeah, she made me look like a fucking weak little bitch because like I was going for it, and she just grabbed it and lugged it off."
What's a bass drum weigh? What do you think?
I don't know. It was really heavy. It's in like a hard case, so it was even worse.
Wow, all right, I'm impressed.
But yeah, so they played and they rocked the house. I've probably actually never seen a better show by them.
Really?
They played 2 days
Was it
later.
inspired? Maybe maybe because there was a good cause. Maybe because we were there. Maybe it was like
I
just
think, and like
inspired
people really
performance.
got into it too. Like
did.
at first, like, they started playing and no one was really paying attention. Then by the end, I mean,
Yeah.
they did an amazing cover of American Girl.
Yes.
And people really kind of got into
Tom
it then.
Petty.
Yeah, definitely.
Not even close. Tom
Yeah,
Petty.
definitely.
I know it's your song and all, but
Definitely. And people really got into it then. And I was to say, 2 days later, they actually played the Rock and Country Fest over
Here
in
in
Red
Red
Bank.
Bank? Did
in
they do it
Marine Park.
again?
They did pretty much the entire set, but longer because they were playing for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And even the show at Jamie's was a little better. Like, I definitely thought the atmosphere was better. I mean, smaller space,
I don't know why I didn't think there was a board there. I record everything. I didn't bring a recorder,
Yeah.
and now I regret it. 'Cause I would.
Well, you'll just have to come to their next show.
I will. Can I bootleg it? Can you get me into the soundboard so I can freaking bootleg it?
Well, I was to say, did they play the Saint coming up? They might play the Saint again.
I know. Yeah, they
was
are.
to
I
say-
saw it on the calendar.
Yeah, I was gonna
All right,
say,
I'm there.
I know that you bootleg from the Saint a lot. They're playing.
I
This,
know where the outputs.
This
from the
Saturday
Saint
they're
are.
playing in Belmar, which
Okay.
you're going to be away this weekend.
I will
think.
again, yes.
And then sometime during the week, I think July 23rd, maybe they're playing Sandy Hook. So you could definitely,
Oh, nice.
yeah, so you could definitely jump on that one.
All right, and so we were passing around like a bucket for donations,
Yeah.
and we weren't pressing anybody. We made a couple announcements. What I love where there are people coming up, they're like, "Hey, where's the donation bucket?" I'm like, "It's right here." Like, what's this for, anyways? Like, they didn't even know.
Yeah, they
They're
were
just
just
giving me
giving
money.
money.
They're like, and I'm
Yeah,
like-
no,
and I was just like,
people-
"Don't worry,
yeah.
it's for a good cause."
Yeah.
It's for a good cause.
And I
love that,
And
though.
we had some fans of different podcasts come.
You had fans,
Well,
you had
and
fans.
I Saw Comics had some fans.
sure, but you had
but they
fans
listened
come
to
out to
us
see
too.
you. More
Yeah.
importantly, most importantly,
we invited a special fan out.
we did. And
Joseph. We'll just say his name is Joseph.
Yes.
I mean, it is Joseph, but we're not going to give away the whole thing because of the
we
stories.
can we'll leave it up to him. You want us to give the whole name? We can.
I was to say because we are going to tell a story that's going to get all of us in trouble.
Oh God, yeah, maybe.
So it's just Joseph,
yeah. So a fan of the show, maybe.
a heckler of the show.
He's heckled before. Me,
And we
not
invited,
me,
we
me.
specifically invited him out because he's heckled us.
We did.
Like,
dude, come on, let's have some
exactly.
fun.
So yeah, so he
Come meet the great
well,
Samantha Quintus.
It was funny too because we're sitting in the back porch, and this you walk in with him, and I'm like, he looks like familiar, but I couldn't place where.
Right.
And then as soon as I stood up and saw full on who it was, I was
Yes.
like, oh my god, it's Joseph.
Yes, he came out.
He came out.
No, it was very impressive.
Exactly. A little bit of a drive to get here.
Yeah, he did. He definitely drove a decent distance to get down here. So I was impressed. Most people are like, "Oh yeah, you want me to come out? All right, I'll be there." And then they're like, "Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
and, yeah.
I couldn't make it. Something came out."
Yeah, so he came.
came.
He was like the most awesome guy in the world.
Yeah,
He was just like fucking amazing.
yeah,
And
so awesome. I was, yo, let me buy you a beer. So I bought him.
Exactly,
I bought him a beer. I'm
exactly.
Like, here, drink up to your health.
and
get a little toast.
and
cheers.
then he walks up to me later and he's like, so Ming bought me a beer, and I was like, good for you, man. And he goes, I'm only 20. I was like, awesome. I shouldn't know that. And then I used that actually to buy him another beer. So I used that knowledge. So
he was 20. Is that wrong? Is this wrong?
Like 20 years old. Shit, he's probably been drunk in his backyard, stealing liquor from his parents'
Right. Is
cabinet
this wrong?
or something.
Should I, as I was just having fun.
Well, I was gonna say you didn't know. I did.
Oh, you're okay. Yeah. But I mean, seriously, the drinking ages in this country.
Coolest kid in the world. We probably shouldn't be giving away Jamie's we were drinking.
Oh yeah, we probably shouldn't.
Not that anybody's actually really going to be listening to it.
No.
True.
But, no. But, yeah. Anyways, forget we said all that.
Yeah, forget that.
Great guy, and he
Let's
came
just
out-
go back to he was awesome, and he even said at the end of the night we got some pictures with him, and
Yeah,
he was telling us about his beautiful girlfriend Nadia. What a sexy name.
Nadia, like an American Pie.
Yeah, like Nadia.
Nice.
So he was talking, and he
Dude,
said
bring
he's
her out
like
next time.
it's gonna be. She was away. I think he said she was in Ireland, and I was like,
Oh.
lucky fucking Nadia.
Yeah.
I wish I was in Ireland.
With Nadia.
Maybe.
Yeah. Nice.
So he said it was going to be really hard heckling us because he realized we were cool people, and I was like, see,
super
I was
cool,
like, see,
man.
Ming isn't that much of a douchebag.
No, only a little.
I mean,
bit.
like only a little bit.
Only a little
Only
bit.
a little
Only
bit.
a little bit.
So
It's a fun party, man. We were dancing around.
we were dancing at the end of the night. People were dancing. They did like an encore. I've never seen Harper's Fellow do an encore, but people were like, one more song. And
I wanted to keep.
I was like, shit, you guys have to practice for Friday or for Saturday, so we'll just keep playing.
Yeah, then Courtney was like, no more. Like,
Yeah,
she
definitely, and it was hot. You know, we were all dancing.
Warm,
yeah. So,
say, hey, man, beer's on me. Load up.
Yeah, so thank you. And I'm definitely taking you out to dinner because you are an awesome person.
Why are you taking me out there? You got the band.
Well,
you did me a solid.
I mean, me and certain members of the band were actually talking, and we were like, you know, Ming is awesome.
Do that.
He like paid for drinks. Like Ming is awesome to all of us.
I think that's a common courtesy. Isn't
well,
it?
and so we decided that we wanted to bring you out.
Thank you.
Because you're just like a cool person.
I try.
So Twitter trolls, this is not me and Ming going out to a restaurant.
No.
This is like
there will be other
males
there. There'll be
males.
dudes there?
Yes, there'll be other dudes there.
All right. All right. Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah. Twitter. Yeah. Is this
okay? Do we have your permission?
Yeah.
Like
Jesus Christ.
To go on a group date.
Yeah. So
Which can we talk about what just happened before we start podcasting? By the way, can we
that was
talk
like
about
hysterical.
That? It was weird, right? Or not weird. It was funny. I thought it was funny.
After this whole thing this morning about like going to restaurants with girls and like blah blah blah.
Yeah. So we were over at a jewelry store across the street. My friend Alyssa was having a benefit.
You have a nice voice. I forgot about that.
Who's got a nice voice? You? What are you laughing at?
It was something I told Joseph that I was going to tweet at.
Oh, you have
a nice voice.
Is that what he told you?
Yeah, he just sent that.
Like in real life?
I was, yeah. It was a story.
It was like code for something?
It was a story.
It's like stoner code?
It was a story.
Yeah. So we were at the jewelry store.
Yes.
They were doing a benefit where every purchase you bought, 15% goes to a charity.
Exactly.
So I was like, all right, I'm gonna support this. So I bought some stuff. But you've never met her before.
Yeah, no, I'd never met her.
My friend Alyssa.
Yes.
So I introduced you to you.
Exactly.
You hit it off swimmingly.
Yeah, and she's actually going to be in my store doing a class.
Yeah.
In like 2 weeks. Yeah.
She's
She's a very beautiful woman.
Yes, she is.
She is.
She is. Very beautiful.
Yes.
Stunning.
Gorgeous. And adorable. Great energy.
Yes.
So she was talking though, and she's like, I saw Ming the other day and we had a romantic lunch.
I'm like, what?
And you got all like red.
Hold on. Now, mind you, like not 5 minutes before I just met her fiance. They're getting married
exactly.
in 2 months.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
not 2 months. It's like October 11th.
Yes.
Why do we all remember that
I don't know.
day? I don't know.
A couple months. Yeah. And that stopped me in my tracks though. I'm like, of all the people that she could
and of all the days.
Used that phrase
of
to.
All the days.
Of all the people she could have used that exact phrase to, it had to be you.
Yes.
And you, I looked over at you. I'm like, come on.
I was like, look at this. Like Ming loves women.
You didn't like that. No. Have you never not run into a friend on the street that you have not seen in a couple months?
And you have dinner. Yeah. Or you have like lunch.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's going on? Did you eat yet? No. Did you eat? Let's go eat.
I was just saying, just this afternoon I had lunch.
Nice.
With a friend.
Yes.
So yeah. There you go.
That's great. So that was funny though.
So yeah, thanks to everybody who came out to on Thursday.
Yeah, seriously, I thank you for everyone who came out. Thank you for everybody who donated.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was a great turnout.
We were going to play Cards Against Humanity with Mike, but it was crazy. So many people came out. It's just too crazy. He's not a fan of loud noise. I really didn't think it was that loud, but he was like.
Yeah, he like came in. He like left 5 seconds later.
He was like, I was like, oh my freaking ears.
Yeah,
and. He was like, it doesn't look like we're playing. I'm like, no, sorry, dude. And he left.
Yeah, he was gone.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, I'll buy you some like steak.
He was gone like a fart in the wind.
Yeah, I'll buy you some steak tips, dude. You can hang with Sam Q. Or, I'll buy you some cheddar cheese dip.
Yeah. Their food's good there.
Yeah, mac and cheese. I'll buy you pizza. Didn't work.
No.
Didn't work.
No.
So thank you for everybody who came out.
Yes.
But you had fans.
I know. I love meeting fans.
And Joseph and our other friend Joe and Shaddai, who
they came from Dallas.
They came from Dallas specifically to hang out here for a week.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
They're Kevin Smith fans, they're Comic Book Man fans.
Yeah.
They're Smodco fans. They came out here to experience it all.
Yeah, exactly.
And I freaking love this because
and they were awesome. Like they were just the coolest people. They got a Harper's Fellow CD.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, they were like awesome people.
Yeah, they love beer.
Yeah.
They
Just loved like everything. They were like the coolest people. I really enjoyed talking to them.
yeah, they were.
So-
I just love their adventurous spirit. I'm like, dude, you came here to Red Bank for a vacation? That's awesome.
Well, it's better than going to a mall.
Well, it's all relative. It's all relative. They're like, hey Ming, we're here for a week. Where are the best yoga studios? Where do we
Yeah.
get beer? What are you doing tonight? And like, hey, are you doing a benefit? We'll come out. And I'm like,
Yeah,
you guys
it was,
are awesome.
It was completely awesome. I love meeting people like that when fans come out and they like really get to know you. And then even like Joseph said, he's like, oh, it's gonna be really hard, like making fun of you guys because like I know who you are. Like you're definitely like cool people to hang out with.
Yeah.
And
So they do a podcast called the BS Excluded. BS Excluded.
yeah.
They actually do. They have their own little network. They do like 4 pods. They're taking a page out of the Ming Chen handbook.
Nice.
But I think
You'll have to take them down before 2019.
Well, they can. They can assimilate. Like the Borg.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
They came in. We had them on the Fridays morning show. Like, oh yeah, we do a podcast about this. We do one about sex, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, wow, that's one. We have a sex podcast on the network. It's just they haven't had a show in a year.
Yeah.
Katie Morgan,
Yes.
the former adult film
Yes.
star. I don't believe she's active anymore.
Yeah.
I played hockey with her though. That was fun.
Tonsil hockey?
No, not real street hockey.
Street
She had a
hockey.
street hockey team.
At least it wasn't tonsil hockey.
Yeah, she had a great show called Having Sex with Katie Morgan.
Yeah.
Where her and another adult film star by the name of Cassandra something, can't remember her last name, would talk about sex. They'd take calls.
I mean, we could definitely fill that void and talk about sex.
We could. I don't know. Those two were definitely experts though. You see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. I mean,
I'm not-
I feel like I'm an expert in sex.
Yeah. I mean, having had it a few times. Yeah, me too.
More than a few.
Me too.
More than a few.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, you don't have to give me an exact number because I don't want to know it, but
I don't think I could tell you how many times I've like had sex.
you don't count?
No, I don't like have like
You don't have a count?
of how many times
Oh,
I've
no.
had sex.
Oh, okay, no, but
Of how many people I've had sex with.
Right.
I have
mean,
a count. I have to give it to my like gynecologist every time I go. He's like, "How many people have you had sex with
Do
this
they
year?"
really ask you that?
Yeah, I remember
This year? They ask you that?
like since the last
No
time
way.
I saw you. How many
This
guys-
year?
So,
Oh my
so like the
God.
first time I went to
are you
a
honest?
gynecologist. No.
Okay, all right, good.
No, the first time I went to a gynecologist, like I lied about the number. Not that I'm saying, oh my God, this is so bad. Not that I'm saying it's like a lot, but I was just like, I'm not going to tell him like a real number. Like it's none of his damn business who
Yeah,
I'm fucking.
when you're a girl, I think anything more than like one is bad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
Right.
think I said like,
Freaking double
I'm not even going to
standards.
tell you what number I said.
Right.
But
No, you don't know. You don't know. You don't have to tell me. I don't wanna know.
And my
I do not wanna
my
know.
gynecologist was like this, like real, like I mean, he would tell like vagina jokes while he was like doing the procedure.
Right.
So, like,
was this little Japanese guy by any chance?
No, it was
Okay.
not.
That's my wife's gynecologist.
No, I had like some like elderly white guy who like I think he delivered me. So I mean like
No way.
he's seen like, the apple and the trach.
Right. He saw your mom's vagina and then he saw yours.
So
Nice.
it's like a little weird. And,
Right.
and my sister's.
Oh, and your sister. Okay.
It was like a family affair, and he would like tell vagina jokes, and but like I remember I like gave him the number, and he goes, "Whoa!"
He said that? Isn't
Yeah, and
that
I was
unprofessional?
I was like, "What? Excuse me," because I'm just fucking with you, and I'm like,
Oh,
"What?" I was like,
would you say
"What?"
like
I
97?
was like, "What is going?" No, I said like a normal number,
Right, okay.
And I was just like, "What is going on?"
Wow.
He's like, "Well," he's like, "I want to check you for a few things." I'm like, "Are you serious?" Like, I'm safe,
Right.
and he's like, "No, I'm just trying to get you worried." I'm
Oh,
like,
okay. He had a good sense of humor.
I was like, I don't know if I want you to be telling me that.
Yeah, I
So-
noticed my wife has 2 kids, so I would go with her to the gynecologist appointments. And yeah, these dudes definitely have very dry sense of humor.
Oh,
Which you have to have
yeah,
to have this
his
job.
was not dry at all. His was alive and vibrant and probably a little too colorful. If I'm
You have to though.
if I'm just gonna be honest, he scared me.
You
quite a few
have
times.
to have that
Yeah.
job. Like I'm sure there are dudes out there who's like, oh man, that job must be great. You look at vaginas all day. I'm like,
Oh God, I would imagine.
Look at the ladies attached to the
Okay, like
vaginas.
strictly speaking, I mean, like I find vaginas very ugly.
Okay.
Like just like the way they look, like ew. And
don't.
I mean, like I find penises very ugly as well.
Okay, I'll agree with that.
Like
sure.
like a penis is just like fucking hanging there,
Right.
And
all,
like
like-
swaying back
yeah,
and
it's all
forth,
freaking wrinkly
and like
and-
if it's like a warm day, it's all like sweaty.
Yeah.
And I mean,
like-
like I like if a guy like shaves, all around, like
Right.
it's just like kind of
Oh my
hanging there from
God.
skin, and it's just fucking gross. Like
Yeah.
vaginas are ugly as well, though.
Depends on the vagina.
I feel like vaginas are ugly. So like wanting to see them, like God, I don't even like looking at my own. I would definitely wouldn't want to look at like
You don't sit
20,
there in the
20 to
mirror?
40 women like ew.
day.
Yeah,
A
and like
day.
ew, they could be like hairy and like have
Right.
like pimples on them, and
Yeah.
I can't even
Like
imagine.
weird discharges.
Ew, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, it's a weird animal. It's definitely a strange.
Apparently,
job.
everyone is still waiting on the Mike and Ming sex pod.
Oh right, yeah, we joked about. We cut a fake commercial about the Adam and Eve
Oh yeah,
Hour.
yeah.
for Adam and Eve
Exactly.
commercial. What if we could get an Adam and Eve ad? We would plug the hell out of that shit. So here.
So instead of selling, wait. So instead of selling chameleon cold brew,
Yes.
you want to sell glass dildos.
Sure. Why not? Would you be opposed to this if we got Adam and Eve ad? Sex toys. Now let me paint a picture for you. We have advertised for Adam and Eve, so they have a set like commercial, and they sell sex aids and sex toys, lubes on their site.
Thank you, Mang. I have no idea what
the
Adam and Eve
offer.
sells.
The offer is you go to Adam and Eve / say TESD. They give you a code, and if you use that code, you get 50% off your purchase, and you get free shipping, and you get a free sexy gift. That was the offer.
Free sexy gift.
In the spiel, it says a gift so hot that we couldn't even mention it on the air.
Okay.
I saw the sexy gift once. It wasn't that.
Yeah,
It was like a calendar or something.
yeah, I believe it wouldn't be.
Yeah. Would you advertise for?
I mean, like I feel like the S&M show kind of leads itself to
Oh, and I got
but
free shit too. We got free shit too.
What did you get?
I'm not telling you. Hey man, I like variety. I like to have fun.
Drizette is apparently Driz to whatever the fuck her name is.
Yes.
Is apparently good at sex. 15 minutes counterclockwise. Then insert here.
Okay, yeah, that's a good strategy.
Hashtag whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, so would you?
I mean, I've seen breasts tonight, so I guess it's like this podcast.
Wait, what?
Is her picture. This podcast is all over the damn place. We got like country folk bands. We got breasts. Now we're talking about dildos. We have
Yes.
coffee.
Your coffee.
We have podcasting.
Mike Zapsik hot sauce.
We have hot
Crazy.
sauce. I feel like it's all tied together, but I don't know
Crazy.
how.
I think we could probably pull Adam and Eve, which do like a month of Adam and Eve ads.
Yeah, sure.
Kinda
We're gonna have to like
sexy.
sex up the show though. Like we're gonna have to do like a
We had a misguided sex advice segment. We haven't done it in a while, but just
yeah.
'cause
But your like weird misguided sex questions were weird.
were they?
Yeah, a little bit.
Isn't that the point?
I mean, like, I want to get like real misguided, not like Dear Abby misguided.
Oh, sorry. Does anybody have a sex question you want Samantha to answer right
Does
now?
anybody have a sex
Tweet
question?
us at the Zen Librarian.
Yeah,
She will answer
tweet
it for
me
you.
your sex questions, and we'll talk
Apparently,
about them.
she's Wilt Chamberlain over here, and she can answer with a huge amount of authority.
Yeah, go ahead. If you have a sex problem,
Yeah, tweet it in.
yeah,
At the Zen Librarian.
at the Zen Librarian.
She will answer it for you. Yes. So how was your weekend? You stayed here. Harper's Fellow played at the Rock and River Fest.
Yeah,
did you
and
go
I
to
was-
this Rock and River
I
Fest?
did. I was taking pictures of them there, and it was like great. We went back later, and we're hanging out. It was a really fun time.
Yeah, did they sell alcohol at this thing?
Yeah, they did actually.
did?
They did, and because I was like with them, I was using. Courtney had to leave and go back to work, so I was using her VIP pass to get free drinks. They were like watered down and not really
Hey
that.
man, free beer is
free beer is free beer.
Free Bud Light's free Bud Light.
Exactly.
Free piss is free piss.
Exactly.
Drink up that piss.
So yeah, I stayed here. Excuse me.
Whoa.
God, I'm like tired. We're podcasting 30 minutes later. I'm
We
like,
are. I know, you're all
we
thrown
usually
off.
be done by now.
I know you're all thrown off.
I'm like so sleepy. I have to drive to my house tomorrow.
Oh no, poor you.
I know, poor me.
Poor
My
you.
mother made me chicken. I have to go pick up.
Portuguese chicken?
No, regular.
Oh, okay.
She just cooks for me because she thinks I'm not eating.
Do you eat?
Yeah, I do.
All right, I've seen you eat.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go home and have a veggie burger.
Nice. Okay, what were we talking? Oh, the Riverfest. Yes.
Riverfest. So it was a good time. And what did I do on Sunday?
Oh, I have no idea.
I worked.
I have no idea. You know what I was doing on Saturday? I was getting drunk off my ass.
Yeah, Saturday. You actually were texting me. While I was on my way to Riverfest, you were like texting me like rapid fire, and I'm like, I have to ignore Ming right now.
It's like, oh boy,
yeah,
not again.
It was rapid fire, so I knew that you were drunk texting at like 12:30.
Yeah, no, man, I went down to Baltimore this weekend with my family.
Which they weren't in any pictures, but they were there.
They were there, yes.
Ming, like a lot of celebrities, not that I'm a celebrity, but like myself,
Yes.
I'll disclose like really weird things about me, but like
Sure.
I don't tell you like boyfriends' names. I don't tell you like, like where I live. I tell you generically where I live.
Yes.
So and Ming, and I don't ever put like
Locations,
well, I was just at, I don't ever
landmarks,
put people
Easter eggs.
in pictures.
Oh, right.
But,
Okay. Yeah. Well, your last Instagram photo was of a zebra, so
yeah, my last Instagram photo. I really gotta get back on Instagram. I'm like really big on Twitter right now.
you can do both. Have one.
I know.
Have a cross post.
It's
the beauty of technology.
So
I was getting drunk off my ass.
so you kind of hide your family from view, despite the fact that we do have a very popular Pray for Debbie.
Yes.
Hashtag, followed by my new favorite one, Debbie for Sainthood.
Yes. Well, we need something to put on the t-shirts.
Obviously.
Yeah. So I went down to Baltimore. My wife's going to Baltimore. What are you laughing at?
You'll see.
All right. Well, my wife went down to Baltimore, and I had to work, so I actually rented a car to go down there, and I bought the insurance.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned, kids. If you rent a car, just bring the extra money.
Can't you just use your own insurance?
You can, but it's more of a hassle.
Okay.
It's more of a hassle.
Well, just be a better driver.
The only reason I do that is because
stop being Lady Chinky Eyes on the road.
I can't help it. I rented a rental van for stash purposes, ripped the side of that off.
What do you mean you ripped the side of it off?
Didn't I tell you the story? I was at a con and we were about to leave and we were about to load up the van. And I cut the wheel too close, and I hit a lift gate from a semi-truck parked in front of me, and it opened up like a tin can.
No. Did you take a picture?
No, I was freaked out that night. Oh my God. I thought I was
Tweet your sex questions now, and that's the picture that goes up with it.
Yeah. All right. The sexy Zen librarian is in the house.
The house.
The doctor is in. And then I never told anybody about this, but when I was in Houston, I rented a car for a day.
Just now?
No, 4 weeks ago.
Yeah. So I'm saying, like,
And
last time.
I was making a U-turn and I didn't cut the wheel close enough, and it hit a curb. And I'm a block away from the rental car place, and all of a sudden it starts kind of like the car starts bouncing, and I was like, "Oh crap! Did I just flatten the tire?"
Did you?
And I did. Yeah.
So what'd you do?
I left it there. I left it.
You left the car on the side of the road?
No. I drove. I limped it back to the parking space that I was at. The guy came out. He's like, "All right, I'm going to do an inspection." I was like, "Please don't see the tire. Please don't see the tire." He didn't see it.
Oh my God!
I got off.
Oh my God!
I bought the insurance anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. But just the fact that, I'm just glad he didn't see it. So yeah, I am kind of hell on rental cars.
Agamemnon said, "Any tips on cunnilingus? I kind of got lost last night." That's not something.
Well,
that's not something I could teach you on a podcast.
That's problem number one.
That's
you shouldn't get lost.
That's not something I could teach on a podcast.
Yeah.
So you had
just you know what? Just doing it is a big step in the right direction, my friend. Right? Yeah. Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I right? Yeah.
Do it correctly though.
Well, how do you practice though? I mean, besides, can you practice
makes perfect
on a woman?
I would want to know what I'm doing before I go in there.
Yeah, but I mean, can't you practice on? I don't know, like I don't know, like a grapefruit or something.
I was waiting to see what she's like. Your hand, your hand,
on my hand.
Your hand rolled up in a ball like a grapefruit.
No, because I know where that hand has been, and you don't want to put my mouth on that. So.
So you went on a brewery tour.
I did. So I was down in Baltimore. My friend Chuck was like, "Hey." While I was there, I was like, "Hey, you want to go on the Heavy Seas Brewery tour tomorrow?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!" It's like, "All right, I'll get you on the list." I'm like, what does that mean? He's like, well, it's sold out, but I'll get you on the list.
You're fucking Ming Chen.
Apparently he's there so often that he's kind of like the mayor of the Heavy Seas Brewery at this point.
Nice. I have a question. Now, did your family go with you to the brewery?
No.
Okay.
No, it's kind of a 21 and over kind of deal. Okay. Although I did see a kid there, but she was the daughter of the warehouse manager.
Okay, so she had to be there.
Yeah, so Heavy Seas Brewery, another Baltimore-based brewery. I have to read up on this. I'm not exactly sure, but I think him and the Duclaw guy were either grew up like best friends.
Duclaw Will?
Yeah, not Will. Duclaw Dave Benfield.
Like Duclaw. The head of it.
Yeah, I heard they're either roommates or they were like really good friends, and they both went into the brewing business. Something
and now
like
they're
that.
enemies.
I don't know what enemies in retail, maybe, but
like
not
the Montagues and the Capulets.
Yes, a little Romeo and Juliet action.
Yeah,
yes.
there you go.
Or
Thank God you cleared that up for anybody who didn't know what I was talking about.
People are not well read out there.
You're all fucking dead to me.
Just want to make sure. So, Heavy Seas Brewery, he's like, yeah, you want to go? So we went in there. We got in. They kind of turned a blind eye to the brewery tour fee. My friend Chuck, he's there quite often.
There you go.
Where so you go in there and you've taken a brewery tour, right?
Sex question coming in.
Okay,
Joseph wants to know, how can I get my girlfriend to stop thinking that I want him? That I want him.
Oh well, just get used to it.
I was gonna say you could copy this clip of me saying that, Joseph, you're a little young for me. I don't want you.
Okay, 21 and over.
But you're like fucking awesome. I mean, like you are like the man.
Yeah. Anybody falling in love with Samantha? 21 and over, please, and please drink responsibly.
I was to say, I actually did once date a guy who was 15 years older than me.
Yeah, what was that like? I think we've talked about it.
Fucking terrible.
We've covered this.
The worst experience of my life.
Was it the worst?
Yeah, the more I think about it, the more like, God, he was just.
Thank God you got out of that.
A fucking douchebag. Douchebag.
Yeah. So you've been on a brewery tour, right? They had me a pint glass and 5 poker chips.
Okay.
And the poker chips you trade in for beer.
Nice.
So
see, I didn't have poker chips. I just got whatever I asked for.
Really? Oh, okay. She just winked at me. So, nice. All right, I got poker chips because I'm a dude.
So you used those 5 poker chips for 5 beers.
They had a very, very nice tap room at this place. And
that you then drunk texted me about.
I did. Well, I went, 5 beers. I started low. I went with the 4.8% alcohol by volume. They have all of their beers are like pirate themed names. You know,
I've drank Heavy Seas.
You've had a Heavy Seas?
Yeah, I've drank Heavy Seas. I think they have it at Whole Foods.
No way. All right, I'm gonna get
they
some.
have like Ships Ahoy or something.
Yeah, that Ships Ahoy. There's one called Loose Cannon.
Yeah, I've had Loose Cannon. I've had Loose Cannon.
It's really good. It's a black IPA.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
Really good. But from the tap, they had a bunch of beers on cask, which I don't know if you're a fan of cask beers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just like
beer's
as a
beer.
special.
Yeah, beer's beer to me.
Yeah, that went gold. And then they had one called Heavy Sails, I think, or something like that. That was 9. So I started small, I went up larger, and by the time I had 3 before we actually took the tour.
And then you started drunk texting me.
I did. Mm-hmm. I did. The tour was impressive. They have their own $2.6 million bottling facility, like in-house.
Yeah.
So it looks like Laverne and Shirley in there, which I wasn't used to. I've been on brewery tours, but none this big.
Yeah.
And they had like, what are those called, stills or the holding tanks?
Yeah.
They're everywhere. Freaking everywhere. So great beer. Big shout out to the Heavy Seas Brewery.
Yeah. Thank you for getting me drunk.
Yes.
Walt is concerned.
A little concerned, yeah. I wish you could have been there. No. Yes, someone's trying to lock the door or something.
I was going to say, what is that noise?
I have no idea. Just
is
be
somebody
ready.
going to break in and kill us?
Be ready for anything. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, and then that night I went to a drive-in movie theater.
Did you go with your family?
I did, yes.
Nice.
Went to the Benji's Drive-In Movie Theater in Baltimore, Maryland. One of my favorite places.
I've never been to a drive-in movie theater.
We gotta get you down there somehow. If not that one, then there is one in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Called the Delsey Drive-In.
Yeah, I want to go there.
Do you really want to go?
Yeah. I've wanted to go for a while, so we should like plan not just Ming and I.
We'll take another dude. Make it a threesome.
We certainly can't take another female because that's like Twitter is just going to fucking erupt with Ming hatred if you go with 2 girls to the movies. Like, oh my God.
It's a drive-in. Oh, okay. That's even worse.
Yeah, like back seats. Yeah. No. So you definitely, we have to bring like another dude.
This place is, the Benji's in Baltimore. I proposed to my wife there, by the way. Did I tell you this story?
Did you? No.
I called up the dude, and I was like, hey, can I borrow your marquee? It's got a giant marquee out front. And he wrote a message out there for me.
Oh, so it was like kind of like a nice thing.
And then we drove by, and I was like, hey, look what's playing next week.
Aww.
Pretty cool, right?
You hear that, you fucking assholes
Yeah,
on Twitter?
assholes.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
Fuck you guys. So, you went with your family. Were you like telling your kids, like, oh, this is where I proposed to mom?
I think, no, I didn't say that.
Jesus.
No, I didn't actually. I don't even know if they know. I was more concerned about,
Fucking asshole.
yeah, no, we were just concerned about getting there, so we got there, and it's a double. Every time you go to a drive-in, you always
It's
get
a
a double
double
feature.
feature.
So, we got
So what movies did you see?
Maleficent and Transformers.
Oh, nice. How was Transformers? It probably sucked. Sucked.
It's all
Thought
right.
so.
It's all right. Maleficent was really good.
So then you went to an O's game the next day
I did.
with your family.
Yes.
Nice.
I did. And they got killed.
Nice. Who are they playing?
Tampa Bay Rays.
Fucking everybody loses to the Tampa Bay Rays.
They shouldn't though. The Rays are the worst team in the American League East.
Yeah, but like for some reason they like always beat teams that they shouldn't.
Right.
So
It was terrible.
you went with your family.
Yeah. You
That's
really want to
nice.
go to the drive-in?
Yeah.
All right. Seriously, I know the dude who runs it. His name, he's a pediatrician, and we just call him Doc.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
We should take like a convertible.
You don't have to. I have a whole setup where you drive up, and then we have like seats, like outdoor seats, and we put a little like camp.
Oh, well, I was gonna say
front of the car.
I know people with convertibles.
Oh, you do? All right, let's take a convertible then.
Sweet, let's take a convertible.
We throw popcorn at each other, and like, are you gonna sneak me in the trunk? I'm like, guys, I'm getting you in for free. Why'd you put me in here?
It's true.
Hello.
It's true.
Hello, anybody?
It's a Mini Cooper too, so it's gonna be like a really tiny trunk.
I'm a really tiny guy.
Yeah, but I think like a Mini Cooper. I mean, that trunk is pretty much the size of Brian's penis.
Yeah, shoot. I wonder what they're playing. Man, if I were here, if I were here longer this week, like we would totally go this week, but
We can go next week.
I'm not here.
It's supposed to rain the end of this week.
Delsey Drive-In is the last remaining drive-in movie theater in New Jersey. We have Jaws. What the hell is this? Are they playing Jaws? Hold on. That would be awesome.
We can go
They
see
are playing Jaws.
When?
Thursday, 7/3.
I'm home. I'm like not working.
I'm not here though. But you don't need to go with me.
Yeah, sure. I'll just go without you.
But you won't get in for free. But
Yeah, okay.
Jaws, holy crap! So they're playing a double of Jaws and Transformers.
I don't want to see Transformers though. Do I have to stay for both?
No, you don't have to stay for both.
Okay. Like once I'm there, are they gonna like rope me into seeing Transformers by
Yes,
seeing
on screen
Jaws?
2, Samantha, you have a double of Tammy and Jersey Boys.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go for Jaws.
Okay.
So
Oh, dude, all right. If you want to go,
so we have a little time left. We have 20 minutes left. Why don't we talk about this great survey that you filled out about me?
Okay. So
This is good. I applied for a job.
You did?
I know everyone's like, "Oh my god, when is she going to
Again?
stay at a job?" So yeah, I applied for a job.
well, you're constantly looking to better yourself.
Yeah, exactly. It was a better position than I'm currently in. Although I'm actually not going to take the job because I'm going to stay at the job I have now.
Right. It's my mom.
Oh, you should answer.
Should I answer it?
Yeah.
You want to hear my mom?
Yeah.
All right.
Are you putting her on speaker?
Yeah.
Well, you should tell
Yeah,
her.
I guess so. Hello? Hi, how are you? Hi, I'm how's it going? I went. I took the. She asked me where I went. I'm doing a radio show right now, Mom. Okay. Oh no, I went down to Baltimore with the wife and kids this week. That's where we were.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are they school over here?
Yeah, school's over. They're going to Ohio today.
Today?
Yeah, today.
Adorable.
Oh, did you ask Debbie call me?
Yeah, she'll call you.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll call you. How's Dad? Is he home yet?
She's coming home. He's coming home Wednesday.
Oh, that's right. My dad's been in China for the last month.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Mom.
All right.
All right.
I'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye, Mom. I love you.
Okay. Okay. Bye bye. Yeah. Love you too.
You're like, Mom, I love you. She's like, okay, bye. Peace.
Peace.
That was adorable.
Yeah. Usually she yells at me. Yeah.
Adorable.
Well, the last
you hear that, Twitter?
the last
Ming is a
I think
likable person.
The last 10 times she's called, she's like, "You gotta stop going to all these cons."
Well, she wanted to know where you were this week, clearly.
Right. She's like, "You gotta stop going to all these cons." I'm like, "I can't."
You're addicted to cons almost as
I'm
much
not addicted.
as you're addicted to podcasting.
Cons.
So you had to fill out this. So they asked me for my references, and like most jobs, like you like give 3 references and they don't call them.
Right.
This one I had to give like 5.
Okay.
I had to give like 2 supervisors, like 2 other people.
Which I'm not.
Yeah, no, you weren't one of my supervisors.
I'm not even in a hiring capacity.
Like I was kind of desperate. I gave 2 people that I worked with when I was at Lululemon.
Okay.
I gave my manager who I worked with at Lululemon
Yes.
and somebody who was like a supervisory, not necessarily of me, over when I worked at the library. And then I was like, I need somebody else. Well, shit, like I kind of work with Ming. I'm gonna put Ming down. So
Not thinking that they ever.
yeah. So like I like had to fill out this whole thing. I had to put down what your job was.
Yes.
And I didn't actually know what to put down because I mean like the job that you actually have is not the job that I interact with you at.
Okay.
So like, you know, like you working for View Askew and doing like graphic design and all that jazz, like that's not. So I put Ming down. His job was podcaster
TV star. I get well. First of all, I get an email in my inbox last week, and the subject
it was like really shady too.
yeah, from Samantha Quintus. Subject: Samantha Quintus reference request.
It was so creepy. Actually, one of my
Do you want me to read what was in the email?
Yes.
Okay.
I was gonna say, one of my friends actually, she like called me right after. She's like, "Am I getting spam from you, or is this real?"
Yeah.
Don't say the name of the company.
I won't. I don't even think it's on here. But dear Ming, I'm pursuing a career opportunity, and I'm asking you, as well as several other individuals, to complete this request as a professional reference. Please complete this short, less than 30 questions, confidential, web-based survey regarding my skills. No one will see your individual responses. The system averages responses. Please note you'll be responsive to individual. Process is quick and easy. Please click here and begin.
Oh, but apparently, one of the other people who I talked to about doing this, she said it took her 30 minutes.
30 minutes. It was rather.
It was like a little lengthy. She said. So so we have some of these.
So
questions.
what I did was I screen capped the
first
reference
24
questionnaire. And I have them right here, and I actually have most of my answers here too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then it's so it's a question, and then
we don't have to read all of them.
No,
but
we don't.
Pick out some of the gems here.
You have to like pick like a 1 to 7. 7 is I always am this way.
Yes.
1 is I never am this
Right.
way. So I don't know. What's like a funny one?
Well, okay. Here's what: remain calm and helpful when handling complaints from irate customers.
Yeah, I love the way you gave me a 6 instead of a 7.
Well,
like, when do I get fucking bitchy with an irate customer? Never. Never.
You're getting bitchy with me right now.
Yeah, well,
this is what I'm afraid of. This is what I was
this
thinking
is
in my
what
head.
you were afraid of.
So you're like, excuse me.
Excuse me. No, there was that one woman who, like, the one time she, like, snapped in my face, like, an inch away from it, and I didn't do anything to her.
Okay. Was she irate?
She was fucking insane.
Okay.
So,
all right. Well, all right, maybe. Okay. Well, I had to answer honestly. I thought maybe I've seen you. You're like like me. I'm very passive. I don't like to get into confrontations. And
apparently my Twitter this morning showed that I'm a very confrontational
but I have like a
person
customer is always right kind of attitude, and you know, in the end, it gets them out of the store faster. So what? I can see you have more fire than I do.
Kind of on the same level as that. I also got a 6 instead of a 7 on this. Exhibit maturity and self-control, even in situations involving conflict or stress. Example: does not threaten or abuse others, either physically or verbally. That's the one you thought I'm not going to give her a 7 on this. They probably think I beat people.
Oh, I gave you a 6. It's not. I didn't give you a 1.
They probably think I fucking beat people.
No, I'm just saying that you have fought.
You're folding those yoga pants wrong.
Again, like you will defend yourself. You'll fight back. Like I self-control. I mean, I had to be like 100% honest.
Okay, I like this one too. Number 12. The other 6 instead of 7.
Okay.
Effectively use customer service systems and databases to help resolve customer requests and problems. I used to be a fucking librarian, Ming.
Right, but I
had to check for books all the damn time.
My point in giving you a 6 on this one is that you would probably resolve this problem on your own and not rely on like some kind
I don't
of
think they took that into consideration.
Some answer in a can. You know what I'm saying? Like you would be smart enough. I'm digging my own grave here, but you'd be smart enough to resolve this on your own without running back to a computer and checking some database. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you.
That's all I'm saying. Did I give you a 6 on any of these other ones? Listen carefully to others, taking time to understand and ask appropriate questions without interrupting. No, I think the rest of it I probably did give you a 7.
So
wait, maybe not. Accept feedback without becoming angry or defensive, and use it to strengthen future performance.
So you like pretty much like tailored all the same 6s were together. They were like the same idea. I like that.
Well, I'm just being honest.
Fair
now,
enough.
I did not capture the best part about this.
Yeah, the best part.
There was a
apparently-
fill-in question.
Yeah,
There was
like
a fill-in.
it was like an open-ended question. Candace was telling me this story. I was like, oh my god, I'm like mind blown. She's like, I hope you're taking this job, and I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
tough. I'm actually not.
This is one that took me quite a while to formulate. Now,
Hers, she knew 3 qualities about me that could be improved like right away. She like was typing them like speed fire. She said,
Yes.
she's like, that was the easiest one.
Yeah.
I knew 3 things that you
Right.
need to work on.
now, yeah.
So I noticed on our outline,
Okay.
it says list 3 qualities that can be improved.
Okay.
And you didn't tell me what you said.
well, I will
and
tell
then-
you what I
And
said.
then list 3 great qualities. And you told me about those.
Yeah, I will tell you what I said. Now,
God.
3 was tough. That can be improved. There's a whole section on there which was like, everybody needs something they can improve. Don't be afraid to list them. It's okay.
Don't be afraid.
Yes. I think number 1, I put that you're very opinionated.
Okay.
That, while I like you're opinionated, how you're opinionated.
Not everybody else does.
That, people that, normal people, say from the Midwest or the Bible Belt may not take your opinions as
Did you actually write all this
right.
down?
Yeah, I did. As in
From the Midwest or the Bible?
I didn't
Jesus
list
Christ.
the locales, but I just said, like some people who, may not be used to, your personality may take this opinionated stance. They may take it wrong, but I believe in your current position now and the one that you were applying for, you have to be opinionated.
Yes.
You have to give your
Yes.
opinion. You have to be honest. And, but I just said, okay, well, all right, maybe if you're working more of a vanilla job, you may need to hold that back.
Yes.
It's not a bad
Fair
thing.
enough. Fair
Not a
enough.
bad
What
thing.
was number 2?
Number 2 was your sense of humor. I love your sense of humor.
I love how you're prefacing all this with, I love that you're opinionated.
It's not you, it's me.
But people of the Bible Belt might not love you.
Whereas people, perhaps in the deep South or, Saskatchewan may not appreciate your brand of your brand of humor, and that, should you take this new job, you may have to tone it back a little bit. That's all I'm saying.
Fair enough.
Number 3,
I'm sorry, Lady Chinky. I don't know what you're talking about.
Number 3, I didn't even have number 3. I couldn't come up with one.
Okay.
I thought this was
so. Apparently, I need to tone back my opinions and my sense of humor
Depending on
in
where
case somebody from the deep south comes
or
into
Saskatchewan
my
comes to the
Saskatchewan.
store. Yeah. Now I'm saying where you're working now, I think it's more of a laid back atmosphere. I believe.
Yes.
Your sense of humor, your opinionated, that it flies there.
Yes.
Where you're going, where they're sending me, where they need reference to the drug test, maybe not so much.
Yeah, I had to for this job. That was like another thing. I had to go take a drug test, which I wasn't scared that I wasn't not gonna pass.
Right.
But I also the night before, I happened to be eating those bagel or those pretzel crisps.
Oh, were they
the
poppy seeds on
everything
them?
ones? Yeah. And
Oh,
I'm
no.
eating them, and I was with somebody, and he turns to me and he's like, "Sam, what the fuck are you doing?" And
Eating pretzel crisps?
yeah, I'm apparently I looked it up online because I was a little worried. You have to eat 1,000 poppy seed bagels for it to come through on a
okay.
piss test.
Still.
So the amount that's on those little pretzels was definitely not coming through. But
Okay.
so I mean I went and I downed so much coffee so that when
Want
they
to flush it out?
when they ran my piss, it was mostly just
The caffeine. It's like, whoa. It's like, whoa, this girl likes caffeine. Well, there ain't no law against that, I guess.
exactly.
What was that like pissing in a cup?
It was so fun.
Like they make you I know when I've had to do it, they give you a wet nap, so you have to clean the tip of your cock first, so there's no weird particles in there.
I don't have a cock.
No, I'm saying, but do you have to do the same thing?
No, and they don't even watch. No, it's
Why were they? Oh, they didn't watch.
No, because it's not a mandatory
Okay.
thing for
Right.
You're
not like a
probation. Yeah,
right. You're not an athlete.
So this woman who didn't speak English, she's she didn't really. So she's like,
You pee in cup.
So
Hey,
she
cup,
goes,
pee in cup.
she goes wash hands, and she was like Russian maybe.
Oh, okay.
So she's like wash hands. So I washed hands. And she's like, put the bag in box, close box, lock. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. And I'm doing her accent totally wrong. I apologize to all the Russians I'm offending out there.
Okay.
So then I get back and she goes, wash hands again. And I'm like, what the fuck am I washing my hands for? I touched my purse.
Wow.
So I had to wash my hands again.
Okay.
So she hands me a cup and she goes, you wash hands, right? And I'm like, now she's apparently Asian.
Right.
So I washed my hands again for the third time.
Okay.
And then I went to pee and she's like, don't flush. So I came out. And I had to initial like a whole bunch of things, and she says, "Wash hands again." So I washed my hands again. Well, I just
Wow,
pissed.
they're really into like washing your hands.
I just pissed.
They're
I
really
was like
into
holding that
hygiene,
cup. So I washed my hands again, and I finished. I like take a step back, and she looks at me. She goes, "You washed your hands, right?" And I'm like, "Are you paying attention to anything?"
Yes.
So she took the piss, and that was it.
All right. And
Apparently
I guess you passed.
Yeah, so
right.
so then I unfortunately had to tell this job that I wasn't going to take it,
that's all right.
and they're kind of fighting for me now.
Well, that's
though.
good that we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Also, list 3 qualities.
Oh, yeah.
Three of your best qualities.
I'm apparently passionate,
Yes.
dedicated.
And you take initiative.
Initiative.
Passionate meaning you're very passionate about
Yes.
the products that you were working
Selling.
and selling.
Yes.
Yes. Dedicated as in
Dedicated to a company.
right. Well, wait. Okay, maybe I was a little wrong on that. But initiative. You will go outside of the system to learn about the products that you're selling and blah, 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 and you're awesome. So, yes.
Awesome. So I need to work on not offending people from the Bible Belt region. Got it.
Right, or Western
Or
Canada.
Saskatchewan.
Western Canada. All right, World Cup soccer, Samantha.
I don't really have much to say other than the
Your
past.
team's in it. Germany, for whatever reason.
Germany and Ozil, my man, he scored the game-winning goal today. So good for
Was
him.
it a header?
I don't know. I
Header goals are
wasn't
awesome.
watching. I only watched the first 89 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
And then I came to meet you.
Oh, okay.
And then I was
Nice.
following the rest on Twitter. So,
Last week you watched U.S. Portugal last week, right? Or not U.S. Germany last week.
I watched U.S. Portugal and U.S. Germany.
Yes.
And U.S. Portugal and Germany Portugal.
Yeah,
I watched them all. I watched
okay.
every Portuguese game.
That's great, man. Because I like
I was devastated because clearly they're out of it. But I'm rooting for Germany. I think Germany's going to win.
the
and
whole
that's
thing. They're going to beat Brazil. Like everyone's
think so.
favoring Brazil.
yeah,
All right.
I think so. As long as they play better than they played today, they like kind of laid back for most of the game, and I'm not really down with that shit. Like Ozil, the guy who like essentially won the game for
Yes.
them, my favorite player.
Yes.
He like I was watching him. He couldn't nail a fucking shot if like he had to.
Can he like bend it like Beckham and all that?
Like today he couldn't. Like all his shots were sloppy, and like everybody, like nobody was precise in their crosses and this and that, and like it was a fucking miracle that. I think I'm bad luck. Like when I'm watching a team play, like I think I bring
because
the team
the
down.
moment you left, they scored.
Yeah,
right?
the moment I left,
All
they
right.
started scoring. So good for them. But yeah, I still think I'm still putting my money on Germany.
All right, is my team, the Ivory Coast, still in this?
No.
Oh, they're out?
Yeah.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah. So you have to pick a new team.
That's what happens when you lose a career.
Why
I
don't
guess.
you just pick USA and just
I don't
albatross
want to be a freaking poser, man.
albatross the shit out of that team?
Poser. Like, I hear about people, like, in Times Square watching the game outdoors and going nuts. I'm like, you didn't care about
Why
soccer
don't
a
you
week ago.
root for France?
I can't root for France.
Why?
It's France.
Well, I just don't want
pick
you
it-
rooting for Germany.
I'll pick a team.
Okay, as long as it's not fucking Germany.
I'll pick a team.
Root for Brazil.
I'll root for Brazil.
Root for Brazil.
All right, Viva Brazil. I like.
There you go.
I like the flag
There you go.
with the the little globe on it. I like the uniform color, yellow.
yeah.
And I like the Brazilian women.
Yeah, Brazilian women.
I like Brazilians.
Okay.
I like the Brazilian waxing.
The Brazilian waxing. Got
Yes,
it.
Yes, they have it right. Just
Yeah.
take it all
There,
off.
just take it all off.
Just take it all off. Can we talk hockey real quick?
We can.
before
We
we're outta
can.
here?
Yeah, we
A
can.
lot of trade. I don't know if they call it hot stove in hockey. In baseball, they call it the hot stove. Like it's jump.
Yeah.
Gets so hot from
The only trade I really cared about was like literally
one?
the only trade you have on here.
is.
The Vancouver Canucks traded Ryan Kessler.
Yeah, that was. That was
and a
right in
2015 third round pick to the Anaheim Ducks. Like, I feel like Vancouver, like, they hit rock bottom and now they're trying to dig even deeper. Like, I know that they want to rebuild and this is definitely going to be a rebuilding year.
Right.
I feel like maybe they're trying to rebuild a little quicker, or I don't know, maybe they're trying to rebuild slower. I don't know.
Yeah, well, you could see this coming, right?
Oh yeah, this is like
this
a
is
fucking
obvious.
train wreck of a team.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to be good this year. You got out at the right time, I would say.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, Vancouver, but it's heartbreaking though. You make it to the Stanley Cup Finals like a couple years ago.
And like you
now it's
can't
gone.
do it. Yeah, no.
Well, you know what? I guess the same could be said about the Devils.
It's true, but
Yeah.
the Devils suck. You also have the Pittsburgh Penguins traded scorer Scoring winger James Neal.
Yeah, I don't know if you're a James Neal fan, but
No, not really. And the Flyers trade Hartnell.
this is
for
one
Umberger.
that not shocked me, but I'm not a Scott Hartnell fan by any means. I hate him.
Yeah.
Never liked him.
Yeah.
But I heard I heard he had no trade clause, but he waived it because he felt like they didn't
Joseph
want him anymore.
Ming is a communist. I'm gonna hashtag.
I am Chinese.
I'll agree with that.
I heard like Hartnell was crying before he left.
Yeah, I heard that
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah. Oh, boo-hoo. You go take your millions and go to Columbus.
Oh, what?
Yeah. He'll have fun in Columbus.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah.
He will.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the only thing I really only cared
Hartnell,
about.
Yeah, they got R.J. Umberger back,
Umberger,
which
yeah.
I don't know if anybody out here knows who Umberger is, but I watched him out in the Midwest.
Yeah,
He's a good player.
he's decent. He's not terrible.
I thought he was like a fan favorite out there, but I guess not anymore. So
he but that's really I didn't really care about anybody except Ryan Kessler. But he wanted to go, so good for him.
Yeah.
My coworker was just really mad he didn't go to Pittsburgh. I was like, who the fuck
what they
wants
need
Pittsburgh?
more.
Yeah, like they need more good
They
players.
need more offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So quickly, S&M show merch.
Yes.
What do you guys want? We're gonna do pint glasses. We're gonna do shirts. What else would you guys want?
Yeah, it's all in the works, by the way.
Yeah,
I just
so,
got to plop down the money now.
So
but yeah.
we're taking your suggestions.
I got pint glasses are on order, 72 order minimum. So we gotta sell pint glasses.
So
I'm gonna
let's-
sell them at like the bare minimum though.
So let's drink up.
All right.
So what do you guys want? What would you like to see?
Anything else? Yeah, shirts.
Sam and Ming show condoms.
Can we get condoms? I bet we could.
We should get condoms, and we can like pass them out at college parties when you go.
Yeah, well, hold on, man. I pay for these, so like, let's not go nuts here.
Can we just wait? Can we go to Planned Parenthood? I'll like keep grabbing like they have condoms that they just hand out. I'll like just grab buckets.
Customized condoms
Yes.
printed with your
Faces.
Custom condoms with command.
Who doesn't want a picture
Whoa,
of Ming
you can
on
do
there?
full. Oh my god. Wow. All right, this is not cheap though. Well, wait.
Well, sex ain't cheap for some.
Right, hold on. Well, you can go cheaper. Here we go. You can buy 1,000 for. Well, that's a minimum. That's a minimum quantity. This is a minimum quantity. Is 1,000.
I can imagine the box coming to the stash. Walt opening it up.
Hang on, we gotta find.
It's just your face on
Does anybody
condoms.
know where you get these like cheaper? It's like 47 cents each for 1,000. That's a lot of money, dude.
It's a lot of money.
Can you
Oh my god! Just imagine Walt opening a box full of condoms with your face.
Yeah, look, they did do. I'm looking. This is cool. They did do Watchmen condoms for the movie.
Yeah.
And the inside, Watchmen had the release date on it, and the inside says we're society's only protection.
Nice.
Yeah.
We'll have to come with like a nice
Just put
tagline.
mildly inappropriate in the. And all right, I'm gonna look into these. I just gotta find one with like a less.
Oh, my
minimum,
mom is
though.
texting me.
1,000 is a lot.
I got my this is good. Me and my mom got in a fight this week, like because she was being like kind of bitchy.
Yeah.
So I said, and she cooked me chicken.
Oh,
so I
here-
was like, I'm gonna pick up the chicken tomorrow. I got a present for you. I'll leave it on the table. And she goes, well, thank you, but you don't have money to spend. Like, fuck you, mom. I got your present. Just accept it.
Oh, dude, you could do foil condom with a foil wrapper, but minimum order 10,000 pieces. Here's one, a minimum order of 50 though.
50
Yeah.
condoms.
50, yeah. They're 99 cents.
Well, I
each,
mean, like
though.
I can go through that in like a week.
What? Whoa! You can pick your color. What color condom would you pick?
Ooh, if I was,
I'll give
if-
you the list here.
Okay.
Blue, red, green, yellow, pink, black, natural. Natural.
Can I pick black?
You want to do black condom?
Like a black condom?
Okay. All right. So I'd be paying $50. That's nothing. All right. Let's do it.
Okay, so now we have our
Custom
our
condoms.
We have our list up to a few things. We have
Condoms. We have pint glasses. We have shirts.
so you could wear a shirt
Yes.
while drinking from a pint glass and having sex
do-
with
Do
somebody.
bundles too. You get all three for like a certain price.
Yeah.
All right. Done.
Done. Threesome bundle.
The
Yes.
yes. We'll call it the threesome bundle.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
All right. Awesome. Condoms.
Michael Gaines wants to know if the condom breaks, are we responsible?
Absolutely
No.
not.
That is going to be a disclaimer on the back of the condom.
Yes.
If this happens to rip or tear, or some girl puts little holes in it.
Oh, like freaking weeds. Did you ever see weeds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are
What
not
an asshole.
we are not responsible for any children who come out of said.
No.
Oh, tell him Steve Dave and engineer just said I was just typing condoms.
Nice.
Yeah, so
All right, let me bookmark this joint.
James Pfeffer says a Debbie Chen prayer blanket. I like that one as well.
blanket.
I like that one as well.
That's good. That's
like
good.
it.
That's good.
Can we sell we have to look up maybe like fake wedding rings or something, or even like ring pops,
pops.
Something about like a wedding ring and like pray for Debbie.
Yeah. Oh, but
I feel like maybe when we get to a certain level and we could start selling like nice jewelry, we could have like a nice engraved pray for Debbie ring going around.
All right, these condoms are hilarious. All right,
I love that.
Let's do it.
Thank you, Tom, Steve, Dave, and engineer.
Yes,
we got there a little bit before you, but you got there too. So
yes,
I'm glad we all got to the same place. So
all right.
condoms on the way.
Condoms coming on the way. S&M show condoms.
Yes.
All right, and on that note,
we're gonna end.
We're gonna end it here.
We're gonna end at climax.
We're in climax right here. So thank you for listening, everybody.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you next week. Come see me and Brian this week in Miami Beach.
Yes.
Florida
4-day
SuperCon. Brian O'Halloran from Clerks fame will be down there too.
Live podcast Thursday and Friday. Panel on Saturday, and there's a baller.
Oh yeah, there's a baller there's a baller pool at our hotel. There's like a drinking panel at this con.
Okay.
It's gonna be there's like burlesque going on. This is gonna be great.
Yeah, so Ming is gonna be watching women.
I am. And Brian Johnson.
Hashtag you're gonna be watching women and Brian Johnson?
Yes,
or you and Brian are gonna be watching women?
I don't know. I'll let you know next week. So.
Sweet.
All right. Talk to you soon, everybody.
Bye-bye. Con!
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio.